It's Operation Babble with Myke Shrews. It's pop culture, music, movies, TV too. It's time to explore life. It's Operation Babble time.
In quarantine, no one can hear you scream. Or potentially like space. I don't know. Is it the same thing?
It's the same thing.
If I'm in the corner crying and there's nobody here to hear me, did I actually cry?
I'm glitching out of existence here every so often. Look at that.
I see that. Like, do you
My
not
green
feel so good?
Zoom thinks my black shirt. I guess because it's a little faded. It thinks it's like blue, because you can see when I move my arm, the blue screen behind me. Yeah. That's
great visual gags.
Anyways,
always great.
It would be a visual cast too if it wasn't for you. Dun, dun,
oh yeah,
dun.
because our guest has a big black screen. It would be an amazing video podcast.
We could put an image of him up there. Ooh, I just popped.
Just a big face.
So why do I keep popping when I'm with you guys? It's weird.
You're like corn,
right.
baby.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen. Oof. Never mind.
Ladles and jelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome our returning guest, our nerd guru, the Operation Babble corresponder of geekdom, and all-out fanboy. Put your hands together for Tivis Sloan.
How's everyone doing?
Pretty good.
Dude,
I've been watching way too much wrestling lately.
He fucking doxed you, son. He threw your last name all over the gaff.
That's fine.
First of all, Michael, brilliant introduction for the man who needs no introduction, but deserves one. I hate to peek behind the curtain, but that was so well done. I saw you looking down. Did you write that?
Yes, I did.
Did you write that? You wrote the shit out that? It doesn't take away from your eloquent words.
But again,
well done.
This is not a visual podcast, so no one else saw.
Fair enough. But as long as you feel validated after that, I think that's really all that matters.
Oh yeah, no, I was.
I love the delay. You're like, yeah, sure, it was great.
Yeah.
So what's up, boys?
Let's jump. Ooh, why am I so loud?
Yeah, turn your shit down. You're hot as hell.
Let's
well,
jump
physically
it.
and audioily. Is audioily a word? I don't know.
Audibly.
Boys, guys, men, hims and its. I don't know. Gotta be honest. The reason I'm like 4 minutes late, nobody knows. Well, now they know. 100% totally forgot we were recording today.
Really?
Until about 2 seconds ago, like 2 minutes ago, when you sent me the invite. Or at least I got the notification for the invite.
John is a horrible co-host, just so everyone knows.
I'm fucking terrible. Guys, I've been having a day. Hannah's been sick for the last 2 days. Migraines.
Rona.
Because apparently she lives with me.
She's got the Rona.
God, I hope not. Well, if anything, just buy limes. Guys, if you have Corona, just buy limes. You'll be fine. So she's been home the last 2 days. And today's my day off, but I had some things to do. And, not trying to be selfish or anything, but, people have their routines. Like, they get used to their days off. And a lot of times nowadays, respective relationships don't tend to really coincide with their work schedules. Because, obviously, Big Brother doesn't give a shit about that. So she usually has the weekends off. I have Wednesday, Thursdays off, which is really random, but I enjoy it because I hate people. So when I have to get my chores done, it's nice that the whole world isn't out doing all those things. Her being in the house, I can't help it. I just actually want to hang out with her, but I had shit to do. 2 things. One, had to get my battery replaced in my phone. Super boring, so I'm not going to talk about it. Second part is, it's my Pokemon Go day, man. Now that we've had to push the recordings to the afternoon, thanks to you having the kids around the house, which actually works perfect for me because then I can be a lazy piece of shit and sleep in. I usually go to the park like 2 blocks away and I walk over there and do my Pokemon shit and then I come home. And so like I felt like I shouldn't do that because I have extra time to spend with her. But at the end of the day, she's just gonna sleep and have a headache and make me feel bad for not being able to be God and heal her. Like nobody, what am I supposed to do? make holistic chicken noodle soup, guys. Like, tell me what to do. One of you's married. Tivis, I don't know your relationship status. What are we working with?
Married.
So, okay, so both of you are married because apparently I live in sin even after 11 years with my girlfriend. What do you guys do when your significant other is homesick, when you're like, oh, damn it, I had like 1,000 plans? Do you just like go, I'm going to just fucking do my stuff, or does it actually detract you?
Well, unless it's like something with other people, because I hate canceling stuff last minute on people.
Yeah.
It's kind of crappy. Usually, if it's a really good friend, they understand. But
Gotcha.
otherwise, yeah, I drop shit. I'm lazy though.
You're like, fuck it. Oh, great. Now, honey, I have an excuse not to do laundry today. You'll get to it when you're feeling better, right?
Oh, that kind of stuff. Yeah, no, I
I'm
don't
totally
mind
kidding.
doing that.
But you know what I mean? Like, I was going to maybe go see a movie by myself, or I was going to go maybe even grocery shopping for shit that you didn't even really need. And you're just like, I'll just push it a day or whatever. I like my free time, but at the same time, like, I like being with my significant other, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool after 11 years. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. So
Just as long as they still like being around you.
I'm actually selfish in that point, that if she can't stand me,
I don't
deal
care.
with it. I was like, you picked this. You decided to saddle this horse. Ma'am, you are stuck. Well, until she leaves, and then I cry again in the corner. But anyway,
Which is then he's just talking about when she leaves for work. So,
Oof.
So you guys go see movies by yourself?
Okay, first of all, that sounded very judgmental, Tivis, and I don't appreciate it.
I know other people do that. I don't know. I'm weird. I know a lot of people don't like to go restaurants by themselves, but they'll go to the movies. I'm the opposite. I can sit at a restaurant by myself, not feel bad. But if I go to a movie by myself, I'm just like, I got no one here to share this with.
That 100% feels so backwards to me. It's insane. Like, because you're sitting at the table, people can tell you're alone. And it's like, I'm going to like cry into my soup, or like, I'm going to stuff my burger in my face. But like, if I go to a movie, I'm in the dark. People don't know. I could have my pants off and nobody'd know. Well, assuming where I sat.
yeah.
I'm just like.
And if you take your significant other out to certain restaurants with you, sometimes they're just judging you about how much you ordered.
Well, not only that, but I think the stigma will also come with the restaurant. Like, if I go to fucking Chipotle by myself, nobody's judging me.
Yeah.
If I like, if I go to an Olive Garden by myself, it's like, well, I'm not really alone because everybody around me's family, right? Yeah.
But no, I love going to the movies by myself. Certain movies, there are certain movies that I require her
require. All right.
She must court me to the theater.
Wear something nice. With movies, again, I have really like raging anxiety. So it's like, I really don't like people. I'm like a guy who does like a lot of stage stuff, and I like to perform and all that kind of stuff. But there is kind of a disconnect. Really, the anxiety for that is just you want to do a good job. But in my day to day, I bartended and waited tables for like, over a decade. And so like that patience, barometer that I have is like very, very thin now. Like it's very, very low. So I really like not being in big crowds. I like going to do stuff myself. I like things to be a certain way, a little more organized. So like, yeah, I definitely like going to see a movie by myself because I can sit there and enjoy it. Usually I go to like an early screening, so there's a really small crowd. I don't want people like when I watch those, cause you guys see this shit flowing all over online all the time, is these reaction videos of like, especially the Endgame moment. Spoilers for Endgame. If you haven't seen it, you're dumb. When Cap picks up Mjolnir and starts floating around. If I was in a theater with a bunch of people screaming like it was a football game, I'd lose my shit. I would want to burn the building down. I'd be like, this is awesome and great, but it would be fun if it was like my third viewing. Like the first one, it's like, no, I want to hear dialogue. Shut the fuck up. I want to enjoy the film. And the energy is fun, and of course you're going to have a good time, but I also just like, I want to watch the movie. I'm not in a fucking Six Flags roller coaster. I want to watch a film.
Yeah, I can agree with it. There's only been 2 times that we've seen a movie in an empty theater. The first one was Jungle Book,
Oof.
and the second one was Impractical Jokers. It was literally us, and then some guy walked in, sat in the back row, and I think might have been a worker just trying to keep an eye on.
He's probably jerking off. Or no, he probably thought she was jerking you off. Sorry. That's why the worker was in there. It's like, who would buy tickets? Who would buy tickets to this film?
That was such a good movie.
Two Deviants. That's who.
It was such a fun movie.
Oh, it was.
We actually had a
it was
decently
great fun.
packed screening for ours when we went and saw it, and we took the kids too. So
No, a lot of times, like for me, I really wish I had the pass that you have, Michael. The one that you can just go to like a bunch of times in a week or whatever, or in a month.
well, if I still get to keep that AMC, all that weird shit they're talking.
Well, I'd assume they're going to refund you or whatever. But
Well, no, they're not charging us right now. I'm just
that's
saying.
what I would assume.
Opening back up.
But like with me, I get like, oh yeah, we'll talk about that. But like I got credits that build up, and so like a lot of times what would happen is like Hannah wants to watch movies, but she likes older stuff or B movies, doesn't really care about the hype of the stuff. So she prefers just like, if you're gonna show me stuff, I either want to watch what I want to watch, or you show me what you think I need to see, that kind of stuff. You know, if she wants to see something, she'll seek it out. So like certain movies, I'm like, I want to see them this week. I want to go see it, but her work schedule didn't fit with mine, so I'm going. I'll go see it, and if it's awesome, I'm like, okay, we're both going to go see it, which is fun for me because then I get to see things I hadn't seen or maybe noticed before, and I get to watch her reaction and go, ooh, maybe I did read too much into this. Maybe I overhyped this. Maybe it's not as good as I thought. Things like that, and it really makes me reevaluate maybe how I felt. Like Spider-Verse was a really good moment for me because I was like, I hyped that movie so hard when I saw it, and I'll always use Black Panther as my best example. Is like I went with 2 buddies, like pretty much like the opening weekend for Black Panther, and I thought it was the coolest film ever. I was like, man, this is really awesome, because I was really pumped because I loved Black Panther and Civil War, and I was like all about it. I bought it like when it came out on digital, and I was showing everybody the film, and it's like everybody, like all my parents fell asleep, Hannah's dad fell asleep, and I'm just like, man, I'm just sad, but. You know, I sometimes big crowds can paint your perception just a little bit too much. But anyway, yeah, I was I think it's fine to go by yourself. It's okay. Not everybody's got arm candy. They gotta go do shit. Why's everything gotta be couples?
Because couples. I don't know. I don't know. Me and my wife work on completely different schedules, so that's my excuse.
Oh, yeah.
And she doesn't like watching everything. But Tivis, since we got you, dude, and you gotta go sooner, me and you were talking about some stuff on Facebook, so we can leave wrestling to a whole other day if you want, because I know we can go for hours on that. We were going for about an hour just chatting on Facebook. But you wanted to talk on like some MCU news, right?
Yeah.
What you got?
Have you guys heard they managed to get Sam Raimi for Doctor Strange 2?
Can I make the joke that was essentially confirmed like 2 months ago? I guess it's like officially. So I'm like,
people with the powerful words finally said it.
I guess.
They were talking to him, but it was up in the air because Raimi's, after that Spider-Man deal with Sony, he's notorious for not liking restrictions on his stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, him and Feige worked on that together. Feige helped him with that trilogy back in the day, and they're good buddies.
Which
like,
I mean,
in real life, they're actually friends.
It
and like
kind of makes sense though, because that's the first mention on live action of Doctor Strange was in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, that's pretty funny actually. But I don't know. It feels like non-news because it felt like that was already confirmed a few months ago. I guess it was already in talks, and I know he was redoing the script.
So here's my question: do you think Bruce Campbell will show up?
Absolutely.
That just came out today. He's in an article saying he wants to be a villain. He doesn't care if
No.
it's a minor or major role.
He can totally be
Like
a
a
multiverse
like a
version
like
of
a little shitty like Spider-Man villain who's just like robbing a bank, maybe. Like right at the beginning.
He can be the multiverse version of Tony Stark, and that's how we'll get him in there.
He could be the first like nameless one that we see.
Oh God.
Or do we get
I'm excited.
the Spider-Verse type thing going on? Do we think Sony would let them do that? Bring in Toby?
No.
No.
I refuse to believe Tobey Maguire would ever do it. I think Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield would be down. I think Tobey Maguire would be like, fuck off. Like, no way.
He would definitely need a giant monetary.
Like, yeah, there'd be
How
a lot of
about
money. He's like, allegedly. I've heard he's kind of a prick.
How about this? Like, hey,
Yeah.
bro, what are you really doing that people notice you in right now? You want to be in a movie or not?
Does he need to, though? I mean, see, we say stuff like that, but Tobey Maguire, like, he had a good run, man.
Yeah.
He's got those Spider-Man films. He was doing stuff beforehand. He's got, like, I mean, Seabiscuit didn't do great, but it did great when it came out.
Pleasantville's my
Great
favorite
Gatsby.
movie of his.
Great Gatsby. What was
He's
it?
in Great Gatsby?
Yeah,
Who's he in?
it was him and Leonardo DiCaprio.
I'll have to watch that again. I didn't
I
realize.
blocked that out.
Yeah.
It was like Cedar, something Legend of Cedar Falls or something. There was some.
Oh, yes, Tobey Maguire is in that one because he's the guy who follows Gatsby around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He's done a lot, dude. You IMDb him, you're like, oh shit. There'll be like 8 films. You're like, holy shit, he was in that. Like, he pops in a lot of stuff, and I mean, I'd like to see a Spider-Verse. They'll do it wrong though. I mean,
Right. With the last movie though in the animation realm, it'd be hard to do something and get a decent outcome of it for that.
no. Best thing I would say for fans. This is obviously my opinion. Spider-Verse 2 is coming. I refuse to believe that they're not going to do another animated Spider-Verse.
I believe they already said they are, and a spin-off with Spider-Gwen as the main.
Hell yeah.
Well, of course.
Great
Why
calls.
wouldn't you?
I think both of those are great calls.
Yeah.
I don't need a sequel, but I'll take it if they put as much time and effort as they did in the first one. I'm down.
I think it's more Spider-Man 2099 finally.
I think either a
Yeah.
really good scene or a good end credit would be perfect for that trio to show up, for the Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire. Do that, because you could get Tobey Maguire to record a voiceover somewhere way easier than you could get him back in the fighting, shaping into a fucking suit. You know what I mean?
Just have him be the old, out of shape Peter Parker.
But you know what I mean? I just like, because then he'd just be playing somebody else's character, and that's kind of like,
Yeah.
you'd want him to be him
Well,
from his film.
There's plenty of older Spider-Man that have kind of taken a turn in the comics.
Yeah.
And have that one that accidentally killed Mary Jane.
But you know what I mean? I think
But
people want
to
their
see
version.
Raimi's version of him.
If you're bringing them back,
Yeah.
that's the version you want to see. So you could do it in animation. You could make their suits look like they did in the movies, and I think it'd be cool. I mean, people loved when you had those options for the skins in the PS4 version.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But again, I guess with that, and then going back to Raimi with Doctor Strange, I mean, it's a great fit. It's such a great call. As long as they don't micromanage him or screw him over like Spider-Man 3, I think it'll be fine. Horror elements, and from what I hear, it's supposed to tie into the WandaVision TV show, which is still a terrible title.
WandaVision is supposed to tie into that. So it goes from the show and directly into the movie.
That's what I think, yeah.
And, well, depending on
God only knows.
how the stuff gets released.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm interested. Doctor Strange was the only one, honestly, after Far From Home that was even on my radar.
I kind of am interested in the Shang-Chi film. I want to see a fun,
You give me a good trailer, I might care.
That was one of the original ones they announced, and I'm really looking forward to that because I love when they take their minor characters now. Because I mean, I was so skeptical of Guardians of the Galaxy, and that has become one of my favorites.
Right.
Yep. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is probably
Which-
one of my top like 10 MCU films.
Yeah. I feel that's where they're gonna think, well, Guardians of the Galaxy blew up, so the Eternals is gonna blow up. But
No.
I don't think it's gonna be as big as Guardians was.
I think that
no
casting
way.
is atrocious. I think the casting is so fucking bad.
They have way too many high profile actors.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, Kit Harington, and especially after Game of Thrones sucking so much D. And I even hear rumors they're going to have him using the accent again. I'm like, he's just going to be Jon Snow in a suit.
Yeah. They
You
did
know-
get that one dude to bulk up though. Holy crap. I don't even remember his name.
Couldn't tell you.
Um
Angelina Jolie's coming. Like, okay.
yeah.
I don't
What
know.
is
It'll
that?
be interesting. I don't know much about the Eternals, so whatever. If it gives us a little insight into Thanos, that could be cool.
Kumail Nanjiani?
Oh, Kumail Nanjiani?
Nanjiani, yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, he
he's
is
funny.
ripped.
I haven't watched Stuber, but I really want to watch Stuber.
Mm.
Oh God, I want to see that film so much. But yeah. Also, have you seen the updated release schedule for Disney?
For
No.
Disney or for Marvel? Or is it for all of
Both, all of them. We got they released the Disney 20th Century, Searchlight, Pixar, Marvel, Star
Jesus.
Wars, Avatar.
it? Yeah.
Sure. No.
So basically
I had no
all
idea.
of Hollywood that's not Warner Brothers and Universal.
God. No kidding.
Wow.
It looks like Black Widow will be the only MCU film this year.
Which wasn't that the plan originally? Oh no, Eternals was supposed to come out as well.
Yep.
Are they saying they're gonna still try and attempt that theatrically, or
Yeah.
are they gonna just
Yeah,
do
it's
VOD?
moved
Late.
to November 6th.
Yep. Right at the end of the year.
All right.
And they also I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 untitled 20th Century Fox films for next year.
Are they ones that are I'm assuming they were ones that were being shot while Fox was still in charge, right?
It's possible.
Because I know
New
well no the one movie with Ryan Reynolds, good guy.
Free Guy.
Free Guy. He that one is a Disney Fox thing. Like they're putting it under the
that's
Fox thing, but when they advertised it, they're like from the studios that brought you Lion King, Aladdin, and whatever twice. I was like, really, you're bragging that you just remade your movies? What the fuck?
Well, I don't.
That
think
was
they're
the worst. That was the one
Oh no.
piece of advertisement I saw in the theater this past year that I was just like, "Are you shitting me? Like, why? Why? Who
Oh,
thought
easy
of
because
that?
you don't.
Who thought of that?
Because the second you start censoring Ryan Reynolds, the second the fans will turn on you.
No. I mean the stupid advertising for. Oh, we did these movies.
Because that's how they
twice.
did it. Because that's how they did it with all the other stuff.
So bad.
Ryan Reynolds is going around ragging on fucking Green Lantern and
Yeah.
X-Men Wolverine Origins, literally killing a character in his film. You really don't. You don't censor Ryan Reynolds.
Right.
Like that's why you got the guy.
And that's probably why they put him on Fox.
And really,
label.
and
It's
really
not
at this
Disney.
point, Disney's like, oh, fucking everybody hates us right now anyway. Fuck
Right.
it. Like, let's just go. Let's use it.
Remember that time you
just-
guys paid $20 a ticket to see the same movie?
I can't get behind that new Aladdin.
It's awful.
I still haven't watched it, so I
can't
can't
do
say
it.
shit about it.
My wife wants to see it, so I'm sure we'll watch it this weekend. But I'm not looking forward to it.
It looks like a bad Bollywood film. Like
It's Will Smith is what ruins it for me. I'm
easy. Yeah, I absolutely agree. The second I saw that, I'm like, are you kidding me?
You take the most versatile, one of the most versatile people who has ever been, voice actor, Robin Williams,
Mhm.
and you put someone who has continually become the same character movie after movie after
Yeah.
movie in the same role.
Welcome
Yeah.
to Agrabah. Like, I don't know. Like,
You
It's-
half expect the Bad Boys theme to start playing.
yeah, well, and it's just boring. Like, I was telling Michael, like, they introduced, like, or they put out the like teaser scene or whatever for the parade, and I'm like, this is so boring. Like, it just looks lame. It looks like a really shitty parade. Like, it looks
Yeah.
like I'll go to some Midwest town and watch a bunch of floats that like moms and dads put together. It looks
Have you
stupid.
seen the someone on YouTube put them like back to back? They play the cartoon and then the live action, and the cartoon is just so much better. There's so
Yeah.
much going on.
Well,
but-
it's just a lot of stuff. It's hard, man. Like with animation, it's hard to be able to do all that stuff. Like it's what the Lion King was missing. Like the emoting of the animals is just gone. There's no personality left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually looking. New Mutants isn't on this list, but after Free Guy, like a week later, West Side Story.
I'm
Wait,
surprised.
like a remake or just the actual film?
It 20th Century Fox West Side Story. I'm guessing remake again.
Oh my God! Really, West Side Story now?
A
Come on. That's
reimagining.
probably not a smart move.
And now, are these all to theater, or like they have the streaming things on there as well? What's going to streaming?
It appears like this is all strictly
I
the
feel
theaters. I did find, I haven't been able to verify how accurate this is, but a list of what's coming to Disney Plus.
yeah. Well,
God.
hopefully they, do something with New Mutants and just fucking let me watch the movie, Disney. God,
They need to give up on the theater at this point. Just
They
put it on
just
Disney Plus.
put Disney Plus, Hulu, put it on VOD. I'll pay the whatever $6 to watch the fucking thing right now. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
care.
the $20 ticket prices for Universal.
Oh, for VOD, is that what they're charging, or do you get to own it after that?
I think it's just rent it.
I would imagine it just be
Fuck
renting.
me. No, thank you.
I mean, you could get a good market though. There are a lot of fans that would fucking pay like $25-$30 to just own
Well,
it.
see, there's actually a system. I was listening. There's actually a system for like really rich people that just don't go to the theater, like super famous rich guys who just don't go to a normal theater like everybody else does. There's actually like a streaming service for them to watch the movies in their house.
I don't get. Well, I guess they have their own home theaters.
Right, they have their own home theaters, but it's like 10 grand a year.
Oh.
It's like more and more I hear about how people,
Super
don't want to
frivolous.
go to the theater and stuff like that. I'm like, movies are so much better on the big screen.
Well, I was gonna say, Tivis, did you hear about AMC potentially not being able to make a comeback from this? Like the theater chain itself?
No.
Yeah, there's all kinds of reports saying that,
Yeah.
that they just might not survive this.
That is an actual shame.
Which is
I'm-
interesting because like I'm on the fence for it,
That's where I'm at. Yeah,
I see both the good and the bad with
Yeah.
it. I mean, it is the oldest. I think it's the oldest chain still around. From 1912, I think it came out, or 1913, something like that.
Oh man, shout out to Titanic.
Right.
Oh, man.
Hey, you read your history books.
Yeah, boy, I was a huge Titanic fan.
Me
Not
too.
even just the movie. Like once I saw the movie, like I got into the
Right.
into the history like real hard.
All right,
Uh,
so
I legitimately pulled up a YouTube link where somebody recreated digitally in real time the sinking of the ship. Like I think it was like over the course of like 4 hours or something like that.
mhm.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I watched it. That's how big of
Okay.
a fucking nerd I am. It's awful.
AMC founded 1920, largest share of
1920.
theater market, followed by Cineworld and Cinemark.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, shout out to Cinemark. That's who I got my stupid little pass thingy through that I can't use.
Huh.
I don't know. I think maybe I don't know. There's so much stuff out these days. I don't know that we need so many theaters, but the problem is also you want them to be accessible if you're going to have them. I mean, think about it. Like you have stage shows, but you have different levels of stage shows. You can go, do a community theater, but then you can go to like a Broadway show, or you can go to this, and it's hard to, the exclusivity is kind of there, and it makes it a little more special. But at the same time, it's like prices are just so jacked up for a movie nowadays that it's like, man, I don't want to go.
Well-
just because And crowds suck. Like, people are terrible. They don't shut the hell up. Like, or they play on their phones.
Right. My biggest issue with the movie theater chains is their like diminishing of like independent films. Like a lot of indie films just don't get a chance to go into all the markets that they could get into because, you know, you have, say, like an AMC theater in your town, which puts out like all the other smaller ones because they can put, you know, $100 million a year extra into whatever. And the little small guys can't even last. Like right now, like all the smaller theaters I've been seeing, they're still doing like some weird marketing techniques to still get some kind of money in across the globe. But I just, so many theaters are going to shut down right now. And then all people care about on the internet are like the big chains. I'm like, what? Come on.
Well, it's easy. It's bad marketing and oversaturation. That's what it is. I mean, if I didn't have to go, if every movie didn't cost me fucking $20, I'd go see more movies. It's that simple. Like, I would go see the indie films, or I would go see these other films. And people are like, $5 Tuesday. I'm like, well, I'm not going to watch 5 movies on Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like,
well, that's why they do it on a Tuesday because, you know.
But what I'm saying is like, well, that's why those movies can't get in there. They're fighting these big budget things, and they're stuck to do these. If like you look at the Alamo Drafthouse, they even bring back they get licensing for like old films like Jurassic Park and do these like really cool things. Like you get commemorative cups if you pay for the ticket or do these cool things. You could do indie night where it's like, hey, we're going to start at noon. You can buy a ticket all day. You come in and you can watch indie films all day or something like that. You could do a lot of stuff. It's just they don't want to market those. And nowadays it's like as an indie film, it's not even a smart move. Yeah. Just hold off and put it out just go distribute it.
Video on demand, Amazon, anything like that.
You get a cult classic on your hands, you're good to go.
They do have like Fathom Events does shit to help out, which they broker the deals with the big chains to get you in for like a one night screening, you know, or something, which sometimes works because I've done it before. You know, I went and saw like a Deep Space Nine documentary that was an indie doc. What was it? The Never Surrender, which is now on Netflix actually.
Is that
or no,
Galaxy
it's on
Quest?
Amazon. It's the Galaxy Quest one. It's on Amazon Prime right now, guys. Check it out. It's fun.
Was that Brent Spiner who said that was like the best Star Trek movie?
Yeah, Brent Spiner is like it's the best Star Trek movie ever made, or best Star Trek non-Star Trek movie or some shit. Yeah.
Okay, so let me pose one final question about this because I guarantee we could all talk all day about the good or bads because I like drive-in theaters too, and
we still got one by us, and it's wonderful.
They're fun. They're fun.
Still
they're a
open up
novelty.
there?
They're not as good as like being in a theater, but they're fun. They're neat.
What was that, Mike?
I didn't know that was still open up there.
Oh yeah, no, Sundance.
Yes.
That's still there, and we even have the really small old theater, the Mommy Indoor, still open. Mosier has more idea what goes in that than I do.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Okay, so this always confused me, and I understand because I'm very against monopolies, especially with what Disney's doing lately. But it always kind of threw me off. Like, why don't the production companies own their own theaters? Because you could kill the middleman and make refreshments.
They cut that back in the day. They used to do that. They cut it because they were monopolizing and they were only they were limiting shit like that.
Which I feel like would be the right thing to do now, because nowadays you could go, well, Disney's got these films, I'll go see those, and then like indie films, like then you could have, because then smaller places could just be indie. Like imagine like I want to go see the latest indie films here, and they're only $5 because the licensing doesn't cost a fuck ton to fight Disney for the 4 screens that they're going to put Star Wars on.
How many of those theaters would have movies in them all the time besides Disney though?
Easy. It would be so easy. Always, because if they wouldn't get the new indie films, they could just go back through an old back catalog. Because again, the licensing should be a lot easier. Because
I think it would mess with
you're not fighting bigger films,
right? I feel it would just mess with a lot of box office numbers. I don't remember why they stopped that, but they put an end to that because it was back in the I want to say the 30s or 40s they stopped
Well,
doing
yeah,
that
when
shit.
2 or 3 movies a year were coming out,
Yeah.
and now it's like we have so much. It's like
'Cause-
at this point, it'd be smarter to do that.
Because they used to do
just
shit like
going
that.
off this list.
Oh, go on.
I was just counting them. I'm just going off this list. Disney, from all of its subsidiaries, has like rough count 20 movies coming out next year.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And imagine being an indie person trying to fight for even one
A spot.
screen, because Star Wars is going to be on like 5.
Yeah. That's where
You know?
Netflix comes in handy with a lot of indie guys. They can get picked up that
But
way.
that's why I'm saying, like, how do we fix the distribution in a theater for people who want to see it? Because we had
Right.
the Enzian in Orlando or whatever that,
Yeah.
it's one of those,
Yeah.
or like an Alamo Draft House again.
Yeah.
It's one of those nice, like,
Mm-hmm.
you come in, you can order food and drinks and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like an event. It's like, imagine you had a smaller place like that the tickets were always only going to be $5, and it was Stuber,
Yeah.
or fucking, I don't know, what else has come out lately that was like a really indie, Upgrade, or like when
Upgrade.
or Hardcore Henry came out, or and shit like that.
Oh,
like,
okay. Like all those
random,
random,
like the smaller
bad
smaller
action
studios,
films.
like a Bloomhouse theater,
yeah.
And
hey, Blumhouse can make some good stuff. Like they make
well,
some
yeah,
flops
but
too,
they make so
but-
many. It's like,
Yeah.
it'd be a lot easier to go, like, you know what? I'm going to go to a movie 3 times this week because it's $5.
Right.
There you go. And I'll go there. It doesn't have to be, but then like Jumanji comes out, or, Star Wars 23 comes out, and you're like, cool. Yeah, I'll drop $15 to go see it at the big theater, and we'll get all kinds of stuff, and we'll just chill and
Nah.
make it an event.
Nah.
They still got a couple years until the next Star Wars. We got Avatar to worry about now.
Especially with people like Tivis,
Wait, which Avatar?
Tivis, who can't go to the movie theater by himself, so he's blowing $30.
Yeah, so
just
you're
to
double
go.
screwed.
See, that's why we go to the theater by ourselves. We're stingy bastards.
There you go.
Oh,
That I can get.
go,
That I can get behind.
I go all out. I go to the XD theater. And
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. If my seat don't recline, ooh, I'm gonna whine. Like
we actually have a really nice one. It's got a big screen. It's up in Monroe, Michigan, at the I forget what theater it's called, but they have a huge screen. It's really comparable to like an IMAX screen. They don't do 3D, but they actually have reclinable lazy boys that people can sit in.
Yeah.
awesome.
Almost all the
I'm gonna fall
all the
asleep.
AMC ones besides IMAX AMC has the recliners. The IMAX doesn't because they want they want to fit more and more fucking people in there,
Yeah.
which is never filled. So
I don't like
what?
IMAX because I'm a fucking old man and they crank the audio way too high.
Yeah.
I always feel like I came out of a
I
rock
love
concert.
going to Dolby screens. I don't give a fuck about IMAX. Give
Yeah.
me that good audio. My blacks are black. My blues are
Racist.
blue. Shit like that. Yeah, I know.
Shout out to blue people.
The Blue Man
It's
Group.
called the Phoenix Theater.
Okay, yeah, I know where that's at. But yeah, doesn't the theater at the mall? Don't they have recliners there?
What's a mall?
Yeah.
I saw Stranger
I
Things.
don't know
what a mall is.
what the fucking place is called anymore. So it used to be Franklin Park, formerly known as, but I think they changed the name of it.
Yeah, it kind of. I mean, we got 3 like within half hour's distance. I got one
Gotcha.
10 minutes down the road, but
I
got-
know you can't go there after a certain time frame, anyways, unless you're like over 18 and some shit now.
yeah.
Oh shit! Speaking of malls, did you
Uh-oh.
hear that Kevin Smith is working on a Mallrats 2?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he kind of wants to link it to the coronavirus thing and like how it's like affecting malls and shit right now. That was the article I read today.
I mean, now is the best time for him to go shoot because no one's in the fucking malls, right?
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
It's all like dystopian and like
Right.
Brody's running around with this little water cup and it's like spider webs everywhere.
Yeah.
Two stories.
Now's the time to do a remake of that. Not Dawn of the Dead, but the
Dogma.
No, the living.
not Dogma.
No.
Dawn
no,
of the Dead.
Okay, yeah,
Dawn
Dawn of the
Dead's
Dead. I was right.
Yeah.
Another remake? You want a third one?
No.
Might as well.
It's Dawn of the Corona.
Maybe instead of a mall, they're like stuck in a fleet farm.
But to go back to your question, they lean back, but you can't really recline.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
but
that's
they
how-
are leather now.
Yeah, the ones in our Dolby, they like the legs come up and it goes back a little bit, but not as far as like the red ones. The red recliners usually go all the way back.
Yeah.
For in the AMC, anyways. The Dolby has the black ones in there, and I just love Dolby. I like the sound, going through the fucking seats and shit.
Fair enough.
Especially if you go and watch Birds of Prey, it was the perfect
For the third time.
third time, three
And
times.
cries.
I did go see it 3 times, and I teared up every single time the canary cry happened. That's why they call it a canary cry.
Hey, look,
I
there's
still have not seen it.
Yeah, same.
It's fun. It's a fun movie.
I should run it. Oh no, wait! I
mean,
did pre-order.
I
it.
guess it's no Justice League, but what I don't know.
Yeah. Hey.
Movie's terrible.
It's no
It's
Aquaman.
so much
but,
fun to sit there and then I go watch Mission Impossible Fallout and you see that jacked up shit that happened with Henry Cavill's face with the mustache
Yeah.
because he refused to shave it. It's just got to be great for him to go, yeah, I made the right choice. Like,
Oh no, that was the Universal that said that he's not allowed to shave it.
It was in
Good.
the contract. Yeah.
I'm glad because fucking hell, I don't know if you ever saw Mission Impossible Fallout. That shit's amazing. I literally rewatched the trailer yesterday because it's the best. When Henry Cavill is in the fucking bathroom, he takes his fucking suit coat off and he like reloads his biceps, dude. Like
Yeah.
only fucking Superman could do that. Like it's so dope. Oh, he's so cool.
So, anyways.
Did you hear?
Oh, go on.
Go ahead.
Go.
I was just gonna say, have you heard what he's been doing during the quarantine?
Working out.
No,
Right,
he's
yeah.
painting. He's painting Warhammer miniatures.
God, what a nerd.
Yeah.
I love it.
You heard the story of his audition for Superman. He was late because he was doing World of Warcraft raids.
Oh,
I believe
nice.
it.
Well,
Oh,
there's
dude,
there's
after
a
all his
big
interviews
group-
about Witcher, like I
Yeah.
absolutely believe it.
There's a big group of
Absolutely.
them out in Hollywood that they all get together. Like the Big Show was talking about it, how they just play Dungeons and Dragons and shit like that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Joe Magnaglione or
Yeah,
Magnolio or whatever, he runs like a lot of like celebrity D&D nights.
Geek Nights. We can just call them
Fucking
Geek
nerds,
Nights.
man. Him and Vin Diesel.
Fucking Stranger Things had
I'd
to
die
bring
to
it
go.
back.
I would die to go to one
Oh.
of those nights, man. I'd have so much
Have-
fun.
Have you seen the Critical Role with Vin Diesel? It's been out for a long time now.
No, but I know what I'll be watching in the next few days.
Oh, oh man, I'm blanking on Matt Mercer, the DM. He's got a fancy chair, and it's obviously for him. Vin Diesel comes in and just sits right down on it. He's gonna be sitting in the throne, middle of the screen.
Dope. That's awesome.
Oh man. All right, so real quick, because I know you gotta get going here in a little bit, Tivis. Have any of you guys seen the Dune photos yet? The set photos.
Yeah, I'm looking at him right now. Actually,
Oh my god.
I did.
Full disclosure, I've read almost all of the Dune books. I can't say I've read every single one, but almost all.
Fair enough.
And I've seen the movie so many times. The stupid documentary about the other movie that was going to be made and all this shit. These fucking costumes look awesome. And Zendaya with her like nose ring wrapped around to her ear or something looks fucking dope. I think she has contacts maybe. I can't really tell because it's a little darker in the photo.
I'd imagine.
But they do have the house photo like with all of them in the one room and the flag behind them, and it just made me I had the double take. I was like, is that Agents of Shield thing?
I don't know anything about Dune, but I am really looking forward to this. Going in
Let's just
completely
say
blind.
the original Dune movie was far from the books.
Oh yeah.
Really far. There's no way they could, they tried to do too much in too little time, even though it was like 3-hour runtime, I think.
Well, they're already doing a lot of race and gender bending for characters, I believe, for this version too. So that's already got people up in arms.
There's
again.
so many, like you got Jason Momoa, Josh Brolin, Dave Bautista, Zendaya. I don't know how to pronounce some of his other names.
If I've learned anything, a bunch of big names doesn't mean a good movie.
Sharon
I just
Duncan.
I just watched Alien 3 with Hannah last night, and I forgot Charles Dance was in that shit.
Yeah.
And
Hey, Mars Attacks is a fantastic film.
Bro.
I actually 100% agree with you.
I love that
film.
movie.
Hey, that is chock full of big names.
I think
But that's
was,
also a parody. It's like Airplane. Like
Right.
you can pop somebody in and just murder them. You don't have to create a character around them. You know,
It's,
Michael J. Fox or Jack Nicholson
Yeah.
taking when they plant the flag in his back. That's fucking hilarious. Or like, yeah, dude, Oscar Isaac looks like a fucking boss in those Dune photos. The fucking John Boyega is all over Instagram and Twitter right now, going like, "Why the fuck didn't we get this in Star Wars?" I was like, man, Boyega throwing shade is awesome.
Yeah.
That guy doesn't give a fuck. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, I saw the Oscar Isaac photo. I was like, holy shit.
He looks dope.
This is what the stormtroopers of the new Star Wars movie should look like.
No, even better because of the big beard. Somebody photoshopped him with an eye patch and recolored his armor. They had him look like Deathstroke. I was like,
Oh,
oh, I was like, that's dope.
It's like the one after Justice League.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, this.
Remember how that was going to be a
Josh
thing?
Brolin looks dope in everything. So I mean, you know, it was expected. He's got that little stone cold beard thing going on.
It's called a goatee, my guy.
It's all great. And he's got the fucking mustache and beard at the same time. It's the stone cold thing. Fuck off. There you go. For the non-visual podcast, there's the middle finger for you.
It's
flipping the bird.
It's hurting my feelings.
There you go. Good. Jason Momoa looks dumb though. Without his
man.
beard, he just looks.
Say that looks like something from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh damn.
He still looks like he did in Conan when he shaved.
Damn. Yeah, there's a problem with a lot of character character actors who you came on the screen in facial hair, like we're used to you like that.
Well, he didn't originally start with facial hair.
Well,
it's just
not
like
in,
his
the
biggest
TV shows
roles
and shit. But I'm sorry, Khal Drogo is what everybody knows him as. I didn't watch him on fucking Baywatch or whatever the fuck he was on. Yeah, he was on like an Australian version of Baywatch or something.
Interesting.
I don't remember.
This Sharon Duncan Brewster photo looks like concept art.
Yeah.
That's, man, I can't, like, the fact that a lot of nerd culture and beyond are so hyped for this film, it's got me excited. And like I said, I don't know anything about it, so
I'm 50-50. People who are like book purists, it's hard to when you're a book purist, I take it with a grain of salt because it's like the Harry Potter movies are like fine, but I've heard the books are better, and it's like, well, of course the books are better. They have more time and they can fuck around and give more details and do this other stuff, but at the same time,
the books technically have unlimited amount of time.
In theory. I mean, you do have to also argue, like, some people probably have never picked up a Stephen King or a John Grisham book because they're fucking bloated.
Right.
I'd even argue some of the Game of Thrones books you could probably cut 1,000 pages out of each, for some of the characters.
If he would finish them, yeah.
by the sound of it, they were cutting them out towards the end.
But yeah.
It's just one of those things where I'm just kind of like, I worry about it once you start seeing like too many fundamentals being changed. You're like, oof, do they really care? Or like, are they actually making it better? Because like the Boys I heard is like completely different from the comics. And most fans have said for the better, which I mean, that is not unheard of.
I finally went because I watched that show. I liked it. I went and grabbed some of the graphic novels and read some of the
The Boys.
The Boys, yeah. And yeah, it's completely
different.
But it works for what they were doing in the show, which is awesome.
Yeah, so like I was saying, like season 2, there's a character who got gender bent to a female. And obviously the comic book people are pissed off about it, but I go, but you can't have it both ways. If you really like the first season and they made all these changes, maybe watch it first.
Same thing with Umbrella Academy. I think maybe that's what I was thinking of. I switched them. The Boys is the Seth Rogen one. Umbrella Academy is on Netflix. That's one too that they changed a lot in. That's what I was thinking of at first.
And just to devil advocate my own self, it's, to be fair, it got done and it was actually good.
Right.
So you can give them some leeway for the season.
I was gonna counter that as well. I mean, I've read both Jurassic Park and obviously the movie is awesome, but
Yeah.
that book is so chocked full of stuff that is just.
Pretty-
It's a really good book. I enjoyed it.
I
But
love the book,
the
but I love
movie
the
is-
movie.
Have you read the
It's
Lost
drastically
World book
different.
before too?
Well, because they made him fucking Santa Claus in the movie,
Yeah.
but John Hammond's kind of a fucking prick.
Oh God, what was that, Mike?
Oh, I was gonna say. Well, he did play Santa Claus, by the way, in Miracle on 34th Street. Just so we're clear.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
yes,
yeah, he
watch
did.
it.
I said
The original's still the best.
Yeah. Well,
Both are good.
maybe.
No,
That's
it is.
debatable around Christmas time. No, I asked if you guys had read the Lost World book as well, because there
Oh, yeah.
was the
Yeah.
Lost World was a book. It was everything after that wasn't.
Yeah.
Like as much as the first Jurassic Park changed, it kept a lot of the main stuff
Mhm.
the same. The Lost World, oh, that might as well have been just a not even
Completely
called
different.
the Lost World.
Yeah. Yeah. They just were
I
trying to
I
go
still
off
maintain
of the
it's a
name.
much better sequel than people give it credit for. There are like
I
three
love that
re-
movie.
There are 3 really fucking stupid moments in that film, but I think it's a really good sequel.
Of all the
people
sequels-
who try to tell me 3 is better than 2, you're insane.
Those
You're
are
on crack.
Grant fans. Those are Grant stans, I guess we call them now.
Grant Stan. Yeah, because there's nothing better than fucking Alan Grant turning to the side, seeing a raptor, and going, Alan. Like, what a great moment. You fucking kidding me? That film's
I mean,
stupid.
his reaction was golden. I'd freak out too.
Well, yeah.
But it
Shit
wasn't
my
gold
pants.
bloomed. It was just golden. Sorry. Stupid dad jokes. Anyways.
Anyways, guys.
First, let me just say, the second Jurassic Park movie is the best sequel to the Jurassic Park movies, in my opinion.
I will back that 100%.
Because I didn't
As a fan of all of them, I agree.
God, God damn it, Tivis, you are adorable.
what do they call those? The new ones?
Fallen Kingdom's awful. Jurassic World.
Jurassic World, yeah.
Those
Those
films are
ones are
fucking terrible.
The last one was just fucking stupid.
It was
like,
so stupid.
I'm like Chris
Jurassic
Pratt.
World hit a lot of nostalgia buttons, so I was with it for a moment.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. There was a good moment where I just gave up. I'm just like, once they told me they wanted to weaponize raptors, I'm like, I'm out. I'm like, this is stupid. I enjoyed the scene with Chris Pratt training them, but then
Yeah.
the reason for training them turned into really stupid. I was actually thinking they were going to try and make it like a circus, which might have even been dumber. I don't know. Like raptors trying to like, jump around. You know how they make tigers like jump? Because they did it with the fucking Mosasaurus when it comes out of the water like a fucking dolphin or whatever.
Will say though, that movie made me realize how great of an actor the dickhead is in it, because
Vincent D'Onofrio?
because you get to see him portray
Kingpin.
I was gonna say Lex
He's
Luthor for
awesome
some
as
reason.
Kingpin.
He's fucking awesome as Kingpin, but I fucking hate his guts in that movie so much.
Shut up. He's awesome in Men in Black. Sugar. Give
Yeah.
me sugar.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you forget. He was
That's
the
a lot of
villain in that, right?
makeup though.
I'm
Any-
looking forward to the third Jurassic World.
We'll see how it
I'm
goes
sure
with all
you
the
are. Where are they gonna go? What are they gonna do?
They're gonna clone. They're gonna clone everything. That's how we get the Rona.
To be fair, I think the third one has the most potential now because it's dinosaurs let loose on the world. That has a lot more potential than being like, oh, we're gonna weaponize raptors.
But those
Like,
dinosaurs are built to die after so long, so it doesn't fucking matter, and they can't
oh
reproduce.
please, these sequels don't give a shit about that.
Yeah, well, the
They don't,
fans
they
do.
don't fucking care about that lore. They brought in John Hammond's fucking friend that doesn't even make sense. Fuck you.
Guys, retconning movies is not
Hate that film.
not a
Hate that
smart way to just keep the story going. Anyway,
Before we move on,
Yeah.
the short they released on YouTube, if you have not seen it, highly recommend it. It honestly has me really excited for the next one.
is it,
It
a
was super
short
silly.
between the
but it made no
movies?
sense, but it was fucking cool.
Is it
I
supposed to be
I
for
enjoyed that
between
little
the
short,
films
too.
or
I thought
what?
it was cool. What? Yeah, it was like a little like promo
Okay.
thing. I actually think it was a promo for Fallen Kingdom. I think it wasn't after.
No,
I think it was.
it's,
are you sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
Because I remember it popped up on YouTube. It was cool. It like opened up with a bunch of people like camping, and then all of a sudden this like huge dinosaur comes out. It was fucking dope.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was really cool.
I have a feeling we're going to see a couple more of those since the movie's not out till next year.
FN.
Yeah, even.
How did the dinosaurs die? The Rona killed them.
I have heard the video game Jurassic World Evolution is actually really dope though. Same with they made a Terminator game that came after Dark Fate or like before
really?
Dark Fate or whatever. I've heard that was even better than the movie, obviously. Like how could you not be? But
I know you're trying to segue into the next thing, but
Am I?
the Evolution game, it's fun, but if you want a really good Jurassic Park simulator, Operation Genesis on the PS2, really hard to find, amazing.
I was looking that up. You know what's even better? The fucking like on the rails arcade game where you get to like shoot big guns and shit on it.
Yeah.
Oh, you like the Dave and Buster's?
Yeah.
That's fun.
I love that game. No.
I guess any last
last-
things you want to bring up, Tivis, before I hear you got to
I
head
got
out.
a couple more minutes here.
Hell yeah.
So,
I'll let you guys know when I got to go.
Tivis,
Sounds good.
you shared something on Facebook, and I saw it.
Oh no.
And
Dun dun dun.
don't worry, it's none of your other stuff. It's
Okay.
I keep it poppy on here.
What?
But
Pop.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. gave their release date for their final season.
Yes.
And that's kind of cool. It actually blurs it. Screens
That was
out
weird.
my
I was like, I
phone.
can see through your phone. That was fucking me up a little bit. He's doing a green screen for you guys that can't see. So like,
I'm just
like-
fucking around with it. I'm in
he's fading
quarantine.
in and out, man.
I don't get to go out to work. I have to do something here. Agents
I like
of
how you say
S.H.I.E.L.D.
that like it's a bad
the
thing.
final
Well, it is a bad
season
thing, but-
airs 5/27/20, something that's actually coming out this year.
There you go.
I'm excited. What are your guys' thoughts? I know, John, you were like getting weaker on the show as you were going, so I don't know.
You could tell they were trying to find things to do. I like all the actors. I'll watch anything with Ming Na Wen in it. Sorry, she's Bay. Melinda Bay, am I right? I don't know. It's kind of like Buffy, where all of a sudden they started doing a little more mystical stuff. Like they were going like almost like a pseudo like back in time thing, and like you know like then like this like god possessed Fred and stuff, and it got a little weird. But they do it pretty well, so you kind of follow along and you're like okay with it. And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is kind of at that point for me right now. It's like if they can deliver, I'm good. Because it was fun to see him go out into space, but then it's like, oh god. Then they had the thing with like Fitz, like going back in time, but like them being cryo frozen and going into the future, and it got kind of weird and convoluted.
Then they had the thing where they didn't follow the fucking timeline of the movies and go 5 years into the future.
Which I'm fine with them breaking away from the films, just because they kind of like, you know, the films left them behind, so it was kind of like whatever. I don't know.
I would have been okay with it if they wouldn't have referenced Infinity War in one of the last episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I'm
The
gonna
season
tune
before.
in just because I've been with it this long.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the last season takes place in those 5 years. Like it doesn't skip to the end. I just think they all got lucky and didn't get snapped out of existence.
But you
'cause
think they
that
would
seems
have
to happen with
referenced
all
it.
of the satellites?
Because they didn't say shit to anybody about anything, and they were traveling throughout the galaxy. So I'm on the assumption that they're just in a whole other timeline now. Because they did technically create another timeline when they came back in time and stopped the world from being cracked in half anyways.
Yeah, the way they have their multiverse set up, it's
all
that's
over.
entirely possible. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see what happens in Doctor Strange. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
'Cause I would like
finally
to
bring
see-
Coulson back.
Well, yeah. I would
Again.
just like to see Quake come in to the MCU.
Yeah.
Because I was really hoping she was going to show up and help fight Thanos, because she was there in the comics to fight Thanos.
There are rumors that they might be able to bring Daredevil into the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There
because
is rumors
that
now.
Can be
that
Spidey's lawyer.
expires
Mhm.
next year, I think, right?
Yeah.
I don't see them doing it, but I think I'd be okay with it, and I'd like to think he might get a suit upgrade because I fucking can't stand his suit. I think it's retarded.
Oh.
I like the suit. I'm not gonna lie. 100%. I enjoy a lot of the aesthetics from the Ben Affleck Daredevil. I know it's campy and corny, but Daredevil is really good, but man, it's like 4 episodes too long. There's a lot of burner episodes. Same with their second season.
I liked the bullseye from Ben Affleck's Daredevil more too. He didn't
really. I actually liked the bullseye from the third one because he felt like he had more of a motivation and he felt more deadly. Like, as you watched him actually kill people, and he was using so many different things, and he was actually fucking them up. Like, he was using pencils and staplers, and he was.
I like the
really
aesthetic
cool stuff.
of the other one. The aesthetic of him.
Oh, just like the goofy costume and like the actual bullseye in his head and stuff. I could kind of see that, because he didn't really get a costume in the TV show.
That's because they were
his Daredevil.
They were leading into him becoming more of a big bad at the end, and then they're just like, "Oh yeah, we're not gonna do that."
Yeah, just kidding.
Just like with Luke Cage, they were like, "We're gonna turn you into this." Oh yeah, we're not even gonna talk about that.
I think it felt like they all knew they were getting canceled. Yeah. So they just gave up on their storylines.
So they run them all into the fucking ground except for the Punisher.
Jessica Jones was like the only one I thought ended really well. Punisher, I felt like they left it open-ended enough because I think they still felt confident.
Well, the nice thing about get another season. And I don't know about you, Tivis, but the nice thing I liked about Punishers, we only got 2 seasons, of course, but at the end of each season, they closed up their storyline and they ended it like it could continue or it. Yeah, we know he's out there doing something. So
I think that's just the Punisher in general, though, because he's just a guy who goes around killing bad guys. He doesn't really have long adventures or.
Right.
I fucking love those 2 seasons, dude. I don't know how people feel about them. I think they're so magnificent.
I just like seeing John Bernthal like killing people.
He's perfect though, dude. He's so much cooler than like Thomas Jane or when fucking Dolph Lundgren tried to do it. Like,
what about who was the guy in Warzone? Who played him in Warzone?
Oh God, was it Vinny Jones? No, it wasn't Vinny Jones. Who the hell was it?
Oh,
it was just random dude.
No, it was a good guy. Warzone 2008. I have all 3 of them. Where the fuck is it? Frank Castle, played by Ray Stevenson. Jinx.
Same time.
No idea. Jinx, you owe each other a reach around. I don't know.
That I liked that one because you got to see Jigsaw like all fucked up and stuff in there, and
they set up those characters really good. The motivations feel strong, and the actors are all really solid, and it feels a lot more grounded. And at the same time, it's like Daredevil did a good job of it for a while, but then it's just like a lot of the fight scenes. It was like that's what they felt like they cared more about, and then I just was like, this sucks. I don't know. Yeah. It fell off for me all of a sudden. It was just like
my 2 favorite. If I have to pick 2 of them, it would be Jessica Jones and Punisher. Those are my 2 favorite shows from Netflix's Marvel series.
I thought season 2 of Jessica Jones was pretty awful. They came back real strong for the 3rd season, and the ending scene. I will never stop talking about it. The scene with quote unquote Hellcat or Patty when she's being in, we'll just say interrogated. She's in the interrogation room and she's like, and they just do this like almost like 3.5-4 minute slow dolly in on her face,
like the Dahmer pull into her. Yeah,
just nice. And then she just goes, "I'm the bad guy." I'm like, that hit me so fucking hard. It stayed with me for like a week, dude. I think I watched that scene like 8 times. It was so brilliant.
Have you seen all of the Netflix shows, Tivis?
I haven't finished Jessica Jones season 3 or Punisher season 2 yet, but real quick, because fortunately I'm gonna have to leave you guys. But I'm in the weird camp. I thought all of the seasons post the Defenders were way better than the ones that came before, other than Daredevil season 1.
I don't know. Jessica Jones was the best for Jessica Jones.
You really didn't like Kilgrave in the first season, man?
He was the only thing I liked about that season, honestly.
Yeah,
It's
because
okay.
I really don't give a shit about any of the
The
side
best part
characters.
of Iron Fist is the last 5 minutes of the last
Iron
episode.
Fist is fucking terrible, dude. That's the only reason why I'm actually kind of like I want to see Shang-Chi because I'm like, can we fix this?
Right.
Can we get Agent Culture a little bit better, please?
I liked it, but
Oh
All right.
man, the Danny Rand actor is fine. It's just his show is stupid. It's just the
Yeah.
show is bad. Like when him and Luke Cage are doing shit together, I'm like, give me that show. I want that show.
Oh yeah, I could talk about this all day, but
Next
I gotta
time,
go,
man.
gentlemen.
We'll get you next time.
Guys
Thank you
have-
for showing up, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, my dude.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
Later. All right, now it's just me and you.
Great, I'm
John.
glad he's gone. He smelled so bad. He's good. He always makes me feel bad about like my lack of nerddom. I was like, God damn it! I need to.
Just
I
when
need
you
to read
think you
more.
know everything, and then, yeah.
I need to learn to read. Oh fuck that! I don't know shit. I don't know anything.
Yeah, me and him were talking about wrestling shit for like a good hour on Facebook, just for no reason. I was like, we could talk about this on the cast, and I was just like, well, it's a good thing we probably did there because we didn't have enough time
Oh.
here. So.
Yeah.
Oh man, so you got anything else, bro? Like,
Wow. Okay. Tivis leaves, and then you're just gonna be like, oh fuck off. I don't know shit.
All
All
right,
right,
I
we
do
got
want to
nothing else
talk.
to talk about, huh? I'm
um,
not that important. I get it. It's cool. I'm just the co-host. I'm not.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what all of our viewers say too. Fuck John.
Oh man. I mean, it's true, but it still hurts my feeling.
I watched the Mortal Kombat Legends, the Scorpion's Revenge cartoon movie that just came out. Did you see that yet?
I don't know why you're doing this
Did you-
voice, but
did you say it?
I
don't know.
I'm just no, I haven't. I actually haven't even heard about it. What is it?
It's Mortal Kombat
Scorpion's
Legends.
Revenge.
Scorpion's Revenge.
I always find it funny that it's always Scorpion or Sub-Zero. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Yep.
You got no,
This one is a very whoever wrote this episode really loves Scorpion. But not enough to make the whole fucking movie starring
Scorpion Revenge movie. Is that what I'm looking at?
Yeah. It's an animation movie. The animation's all right. It's done by Warner Brothers, so it kind of has like the feel of a Batman-esque type film. that
Oh
they
yeah,
did.
it totally looks like DC animation.
Yeah. They do like fatality, like in the newer video games. You know how they like do the slow-mo fatalities and shit. They do
Yeah.
that in there, so they're trying to make it look cool. But if you're just kind of like, well, show me something cool. It does look cool, but when you're looking for something other than it just looks cool, you know.
Well, especially when you have the video games where these like they're hyper realistic looking. It's
Yeah.
like now I'm going back to a cartoon. It's like, okay, this doesn't look. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. It looks like Avatar, but just like bloody.
Right.
I'm totally just looking at like highlights right now. Just
The
because,
pictures and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have to buy it. But
Yeah,
it looks cool. I mean, I'd
it's
watch it.
the animation's hit or miss for me for certain parts of it because there's like some character designs that I like, and then there's others that were just like ass. Like I didn't like how they make Goro's face look.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, bro, I literally have seen him animated before.
And yeah, or like actually as like a puppet. Like,
Yeah.
actually real in the first film.
Yeah.
Which I still like the first film, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he looks like ass.
This
movie.
movie.
This totally looks like if the DC animators just
Yeah.
decided to do this film.
Yeah. That's
Which I actually think isn't it Warner who owns
yes,
them now?
it's Warner Brothers that
Yeah,
does
so
it.
that
yeah.
would make sense. Because I was like, Luke Kang just straight up looks like a fucking.
Yeah.
He just looks like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. There's some
Visualization.
of them that just they're like the best graphics that they have I think in the thing were like their fatality things that they were doing, like their whole all the killings, like they pushed in on that a lot more than anything else. And the story is basically it's like the first Mortal Kombat movie. That's basically all it is.
Okay.
I'm like,
Well, it looks,
do we always have to go here when we do a Mortal Kombat thing? But okay. It feels like it would have been better as a TV show, like an animated show. Give it a little more time to develop each character. Because
Yeah.
They do-
actually, it is surprising to me at this point because they obviously tried to do that webisode thing with.
Yeah, but that was
whatever.
fan made, and they at least did something.
Well, they
different.
did it with like, wasn't it like Machinima who put that out or something? They had funding. Like it was pseudo.
Okay.
It was a kind of a pitch piece,
Right.
kind of thing, and then they actually did like a 8-episode thingy, like a run. I don't understand why you can't do a like HBO miniseries or a Netflix run like
live action like that.
That world is so big, dude.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I necessarily want live action. Give me the animation style from the fucking video game and just give me 4 seasons of that.
I could
It
see
would be
that.
easy. You'd already
Yeah.
have the team. Just have them have them do all the character animations.
This one was
send them off to somebody else, and they could just make the show while they keep building the game.
Yeah. This one, it just felt like the whole movie is basically for fandom of the game, fans of the game.
Oh yeah.
That's and my biggest thing is that's cool and all, but you know, what about people that aren't massive fans? Like I knew all the characters in there.
It runs. Well, literally the video I was watching on YouTube was like they were showing you all the Easter eggs. Like when I guess spoiler, even though I haven't seen it, Scorpion like jumps off a bridge with like a Sub-Zero looking guy.
Yeah.
And then we all know, like from the original Sega game, or like I think it was 1 or 2, when you're on the stone bridge and you uppercut the guy for a fatality and he falls off into the pit of spikes.
Yeah, that's what's
it's
down
like
there.
they do shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's like that is great, but that shit does not keep me coming back. It got me it makes me just go,
yeah,
huh, I knew that. Like, you know, it's
Right.
like, oh, I get it. But it's like I don't give a shit. Like it's funny because Hannah and I were watching the Alien movies again, and we got all the way to 3, and it's just like it feels like an Aliens movie, but
it's missing
number
something.
3, it's like David Fincher is directing it. Really well known for 7, and he does a lot of like.
Is that the one that has the white one in it? White alien?
No,
in
that's
it?
Resurrection. I did that too.
Okay.
It's in the prison. They're in a prison, and it's all dudes.
Oh yeah.
And
okay.
Charles Dance is in there, and he's a doctor. He's probably the best character in the fucking film. And of course, they waste him like all movies do with Charles Dance, except for Last Action Hero, where he was the fucking best villain ever made. He was the guy with the glass eye.
Yeah.
I
fucking love that movie.
I fucking love that film. It was like you could just see like
that was a meta
dimension
ass film too. Before like people really started doing meta stuff.
Oh, dude, it holds up so good.
Yeah.
I was like watching it now. It's actually funny considering we're in a world of remakes and bullshit. It's like I could see a Terminator 2 with Sylvester Stallone instead of Schwarzenegger in it because it would suck. I'm just kind of like, oh man, they nailed it.
That's James
Fucking
Cameron's.
Ian McKellen is death.
That's gonna be James Cameron's next Terminator movie.
Oh fuck, kill
It's
me.
after Terminator 2 with new robots.
Actually, it's in the Pandora world now, and Avatar's coming. It's fucking terrible. No, it's just like, the first 2 are good. They're really, really good. And then I watched the third one, and I'm like, I don't know, why is Ripley retarded? Like, why is Ripley not telling anybody anything?
That's the clone one or android one, right?
That is the 4th one.
Oh, that's the 4th one. Okay.
She just shows up. Everybody's dead from 2. She was in an evac thing, and I guess spoilers for Alien 3 if you haven't seen it. But she like halfway through finds out that she's been impregnated and she's got the queen inside her, and so the whole point is they're trying to kill the one alien running around killing, or it's 2 of them. No, I think it's just 1. And they're killing everybody. But the whole movie, she's just not telling them what it is. I go, why? Like in the first 2, you're like, no, fuck it. We need to kill this thing. I don't care what we have. We're gonna fucking murder the shit out of this. And the company wants to bring it back because they just call it the company or whatever.
Right.
And they just want to bring it back to weaponize it or use it or whatever. And she's like, no, fuck you. We need to destroy this. This is horseshit. Like, and then in this one, she just refuses to tell anybody what's going on just for fuck's sake. I'm like, so Ripley's just retarded then. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. So, but the movie's fine. Like, it's super watchable. Like, a lot. They started to make the move into CGI. They got rid of a lot of the puppets, and man, they are laughable. And oh boy, David Fincher is a pretentious prick. Like, his editing is fucking terrible. and a lot of.
I'm trying to think
blocking
of like
choices and
Fincher
stuff he makes.
movies that I've seen that I really like.
Oh, Seven, man.
Besides
Come on,
Seven,
that's the go-to.
besides
That's the
that,
go-to.
John, what's in the box?
That's
God,
the
I
go-to.
keep popping. Shit.
But Kevin Spacey's in it, so we're not allowed to talk about it.
We can talk about it. He's the bad guy in that movie.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, he's the villain. Fight Club. Fight Club's great.
Oh
Gone Girl.
yeah. Okay.
But you know, Zodiac.
I mean, just because you do good stuff doesn't mean you're not pretentious. So
Exactly. But at the same time, but it's like he has these like. I mean, but you also got to remember he made like Curious Case of Benjamin Button. He made fucking Panic Room, which was I still think was shit.
Anyways,
Anyways,
check
guys.
out the Scorpion movie if you like Mortal Kombat.
Don't tell me what to do.
Just fucking do it.
All right.
I'm sure when John watches it, he's just gonna bitch about it. The sound.
Why?
The
Why is it always me? I like stuff.
the sound. Is sorry. I can't not laugh now.
You prick. I watched Shark Exorcist, and well, to be fair, I hated that too. But still, that was deserved.
Well, the sound design isn't that great, and I know you'll attack it just for that. But it is better than the TMNT Batman flick.
I told you that was awful, dude.
Yeah.
I see. Like, I refuse to believe you haven't rewatched that lately and
I
noticed
haven't.
how bad the audio. The audio is fucking horrendous.
I've
in
only
that.
watched it once.
It was like Batman versus TMT. That movie's shit. I really don't like it.
Batman v TMNT.
It was
Warner
like a cool
Brothers is
crossover, and
just
I wanted to see it be good.
Warner Bros. Is just trying to get that V thing to work. Like,
Man, they really are, bro. I was like, Power Rangers and Turtles did it
the only
in the
time
90s,
they're
and
gonna
they
get
did
this,
fine.
the only time they're gonna get this symbol, the V symbol, when you put your fingers up and make a V symbol out of it, is when they do Poison Ivy, V
There it is.
Harley Quinn. Yeah.
That. I'm a.
There go all of my female viewers. Sorry, girls. Love you.
I mean, I'd watch it.
I'm sure
Actually,
there.
technically, I have.
I'm
you
sure.
know,
Yeah, I was gonna
hashtag-
say I'm sure there's shit out there for it.
Hashtag Rule 34.
Anyways,
Anyways,
let's get
guys.
back into it. So you saw Shark Exorcist. I know we probably
I did. We prefaced it last week.
was it last week.
Yeah, you and Tivis
Oh yeah, we had Tivis on last week too. Shit.
also voted
Yeah.
voted that we watch it.
Yep.
I figured that would be the one I'd pick.
Right.
And sure enough, Hannah picked it, which, let's be fair, fuck all three of us for voting. We were watching whatever she asked because I bought it fucking
Right.
for her. So, of course, she picked it. Dude, it's abysmal. Like, I'm not even talking like, I thought it'd be on the level of like a Sharknado or like a Sharktopus fighting Anaconda Don't Want None. And no, it's like one of the first films I made, like back when I was 18, called Swordsman. It's on YouTube. Feel free to look it up. It's awful. Well, it's okay. It looked like it was shot on like a Sony Handycam or like a mini DV.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just all these girls that you could tell that like, were either strippers or just knew the guy making it.
Right.
It was really bad. And then like they finally had a priest and they couldn't even like be fucked to actually get like the outfit. They just put him in like a black coat and gave him like a white turtleneck underneath, so it looked like like the pastor collar or whatever. And there had nothing to do with exorcising a demon from a shark. It was just like some crazy nun. You remember the beginning of fucking Thanksgiving when
Yeah.
like the pilgrim woman's just running and then somebody just murders her? It kind of felt like that. We open up on like this weird nun.
Now, Thanksgiving is fucking fun though.
It is fun.
Was this fun?
I would watch that over this.
Okay.
No, it's not even fun. I'll be more than happy to send you our commentary. It's fucking hilarious. Fucking hell, dude. There's some nun just killing people, and you can tell it's shot in Florida. And also, it's like she would kill somebody, or some character would be introduced, and we get near the water, and then all of a sudden we just cut away to a CGI brown shark with glowing yellow eyes in the water.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's the most shark we got. maybe
you only
sometimes
see the
they did
shark,
like
like,
the thing
once.
where it like jumped out and bit, like it ate somebody through the air and it like flashed by the camera.
What was it, like that crappy like green screen shark that you can get on like YouTube? If you...
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
That's
It was.
fucking-
It was. They might as well have just thrown like a cheap doll.
So what I'm hearing
like-
is this was a YouTube video that Sci-Fi picked up and was like, "Hey,
Oh, I don't
we're
even know
gonna
that
put
Sci-Fi
this-
picked it up. It was on a 3-pack from the $5 bin at Walmart.
Okay, it's called Shark
So-
Exorcist, right?
Yes. Feel free to look it up. It is abysmal, and it is way longer than it should be. And I didn't see a shark exorcism, so I'm really pissed off. I was really expecting like a bunch of priests or something to
Yeah.
go to like a zoo, like to like an aquarium, and have to like try and actually exorcise the
Hey.
shark.
Wow, that shark looks horrible. Holy fuck.
Oh, you're checking it out? Yeah, dude, it's
Those yellow eyes. It looks like they literally used paint to paint the
bruh, it's bad. It's bad. Honestly, it's terrible. The movie's terrible.
Yeah. Which
And
movie
it's-
is this again? Some people.
Huh?
Which movie is this again? Some people remember.
Shark Exorcist.
More like this. The Amazing Bulk and Cannibal Hookers.
Oh,
I think I've
Cannibal
seen
Hookers.
Cannibal Hookers before.
God, of course you're probably in it.
And Cannibal Cop. Cannibal Cop and Cannibal Hookers. Does the Cannibal Cop arrest the Cannibal Hookers or just arrest the Cannibal Johns?
Is it a sequel? Why is it gotta be me?
I was-
Oh, Johns and Tricks. I see what you did there. Oh, you clever boy. Oh,
took you.
I'm so fucking
took
proud
you
of
long
you.
enough.
So the other two are Raiders of the Lost Shark, I believe,
Okay.
and Sharkenstein. I have faith in Sharkenstein,
Yeah.
at least being watchable. Raiders of the Lost Shark, we're kind of worried now. But no, to be completely honest, I don't even know if it was fun to do commentary.
So this what movie? Sorry,
But we still did it.
it was
yeah.
filmed in Louisiana.
What was that?
It was filmed in Louisiana.
There it is.
What did I say at first?
You
I
were
don't
like
even know.
Louisiana, like
Louisiana and Tennessee. And
So not Florida. So get fucked me.
Yeah, so Tennessee and Louisiana.
There we go.
There you go. Which I mean, they got the ocean right there, anyway. So.
Well, you know, especially in Tennessee,
Oh yeah.
famously
definitely.
known for the ocean.
Oh yeah. Tennessee's ocean pollution is.
so
just
that's where they
so
find
high.
the pastors. That's where you get the priests.
$300,000 is what they spent on that movie. $300,000.
No fucking way that
Yeah.
movie was made. Hannah. No, I just was given a. I was given a fact. I think I
And
just porky
that
pigged out
movie
there.
was released
That's
in
all, folks.
2015.
Louisiana and Tennessee. Also, $300,000 that film. I made fucking Swordsman for like $600 and some like help from a couple of buddies.
Did they have to buy like all brand new equipment?
They probably had to pay all those chicks to not get naked, which I was also pissed off about. It was unrated.
Nothing.
I
Not
wonder how much.
not a tit, not even a man butt. We've learned from sci-fi original films,
Yeah.
if there's a man butt, it's
Man
at least
butt.
going to be funny.
Man butt. That's a good sci-fi movie right there. Man butt.
Man butt? Fucking sign me up. I'll watch the shit out of it.
Captain Man butt. There we go.
Man butt versus Pegglestein. Because pegging. It's
Yeah,
when a man
I
gets-
get it.
Okay.
You probably like to get pegged all the time. That's why your microphone works so good. You know.
I don't know how those two things
I don't.
work together, but no. Nah. Not into butt play. not a thing.
What if you had to choose between butt play and watching Shark Exorcist again? And I'm not talking like full on 2 inches in your dick in your ass or something like that. This is a weird podcast.
You're taking us
So
down a
weird.
fucking rabbit hole. Tivis, please come back. Tivis, can you come back,
you
please?
brought up
Tivis,
clone
where'd you
sex
go?
last week, so
Tivis,
fuck
come,
off.
Tivis, come back, please. Okay, no, fuck. You took us down this rabbit hole. First of
Okay.
all, I would watch the movie again.
Okay.
2, this, if
So-
you don't know Achievement Hunter, I'm a huge fan of Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter.
Okay.
The founder who has hired a bunch of people, throws this question at his new hires.
Mm-hmm.
This is on par with the fucking clone thing.
Okay.
If you had to choose, you have to suck a dude off into completion in your mouth or anal sex. And you get like $1 million or whatever.
What?
Whatever amount of money that
I thought you just get
feel
the
is
job.
fucking right. Oh, easy. Easy. I'm sucking the dick. Easy.
Wait, you have to either blow a dude
To completion.
till he comes.
In your mouth.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. To complete.
Or take it in the ass. Or do you give
Yes.
it? Are you giving or receiving?
No, you're receiving.
Oh, no, fuck that.
Well, because if you're giving, it's not really that big. You're like, close your eyes. It's like a butt's a butt.
Right.
You close your eyes.
That's
a
what
butt's
I
a
was
butt.
going to say.
You fucking.
Just shave that shit and then we're
You're
good.
fine. You have to just don't touch nothing. It's fine. 100%. 100% I'm taking the former. 100%. I'll just buy him pineapple beforehand. I'm sorry, dude. I feel like I'm not in control. The guy's back there, and oh boy, I feel like my butthole is eternally changed. My poos will always feel different for the rest of my life. Can't do it. I can't do it, man. I can't.
Okay.
You're welcome. You took me down this fucking rabbit hole. This is your fault.
This is what happens
Speaking
when
of
people
holes.
when people are in quarantine.
Look, the internet is a very weird place. I have a lot of shit going on. There's a lot of shit going on in my life right now. Not really, but look, questions come up, man.
Mm.
Like, here's a good one. Naked pictures of you
Okay.
end up online.
Okay.
Like, so obviously the dreaded dick pic.
Okay.
Let's just say your dong's out. Because a guy said in one of the podcasts I was watching, he goes, it'll suck. I'm not going to actively try and get it out there.
Mm.
You also, I just realized you have a shirt that says boots to asses. Could not be more brilliant. The guy goes, if pictures of my dick shot out there immediately, and assuming it's flaccid, like he wasn't ready for it, and it goes,
Right.
He goes, easily 100%. The second I see that, I'm getting as hard as possible and I'm putting out another picture because I can't have people seeing me at my least. And I'm like, honestly, I'm with that. I feel you. If you can't have me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
That kind of reminds me of like the Seinfeld episode where he's like, shrinkage! It was shrinkage! I was just in the pool!
Yep. Dude, still relevant. I'm saying naked pictures nowadays, I'm kind of like, I'm okay with it. The thing is like, if they go out, could they be at least the ones that like I want people to see?
Here's the thing. So
Does that make sense?
As someone who's been married going on 12 years now? 11, 10, 11, 12?
About as long as us. Hannah and I are 12 in May.
11 years we'll be married coming in June.
But
we've known longer and we've been dating longer and stuff like that.
If you're going to come in June, did you at least ask first?
No, that's how I have 2 kids.
Damn.
With a nude pic as the guy anyways, is it for women
as the dude, talking
dude.
completely as a dude. Because everybody wants to see a hot girl naked.
Right.
Nobody wants to fucking see my fat ass naked.
Right. Which guys who send dick pics, come on. Unless it's your girl, why? Whatever.
Maybe you're having a good day.
Maybe it's a good day. Yeah. I mean, there's been times where
I'm not gonna lie, dude.
I'm having a good day sometimes, and then I just whip it out for Nick. So.
My weight fluctuates like a lot.
Yeah.
And like there are some days where I'm like, man, that looks better than like when I was back in my prime, and I'll never be back in my prime. Also, Hannah and I do kind of like send a lot back and forth to each other.
Well, see,
and,
that's
like,
one thing. Like you've been together for so long.
No, but the problem is like that. photo share function on a phone, you
Yeah.
could accidentally click real fast. And why, in God's name, in any fucking porn place, I don't want to share the link to Facebook or Twitter. Why? Why would I ever want to? There should be like a 3-step thing. Like, it's like if I accidentally hit the share to Facebook button, it's like, are you sure? And then it's like, I accidentally hit yes. And it goes, no, seriously, are you sure? And then I hit yes. And then it'll be a third one and goes, no, seriously, you'll be right next to pictures of your nephew or your sister or your sister's wedding. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, maybe this is a bad idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like,
Yeah.
can a fucking cell phone have a drunk feature
So
where you have to buy a breathalyzer for your phone
Right.
and blow into it before you're allowed to post on social media?
I feel it's like
$1
a
million
South Park
idea.
thing.
What?
I feel it's like a South Park thing.
Fuck, man. It's bad. It's so bad.
Well, anyways, back to my point. Like, as someone who's been in a relationship for so long, I have no plans of leaving this relationship. I have. There's.
Well, you want to make God laugh. Tell him your plans.
Right.
Same.
Fucking. So for me, if a nude picture of myself got out, even as fat as I am right now, I don't care, because I'm like, who the fuck do I care about judging me? Whether, I don't.
They'd be like, your mom would see that picture. I'm like, my mom fucking cleaned my asshole for 10 years.
My mom's a
10
nurse.
years.
I don't
Not
really
10
give
years.
a shit.
But that I was gonna say, like, my mom's like, she's wiping asses of
Yeah.
grandkids and shit now, and my sister's a nurse, and it's like nobody wants to see me naked anyway.
But like,
My girlfriend
Right.
just has bad taste.
the only
got
time, the
Stockholm
only
syndrome.
reason that would be an issue is if you're famous, because everyone's gonna be sharing
Yes.
it around, and
Yes.
or if someone makes a meme out of it, whatever,
Oof, that'd be brutal.
right?
But it's not like you could share
But then
the
you
meme
get
around.
what would the meme be like? Would it be because like remember Scary Movie and the tiny dick pic, the baby dick pic that he had?
Yes.
Not a baby's dick, but the guy had what was called.
It's like
called
Garfield
baby
hates
dick.
Mondays, but apparently this guy's dick hates cold days. Like, I don't know, like what?
Yeah,
Every day
So,
is hump day.
like you
Not
could
for
get
this guy,
that
though.
and turn that into a meme. Not that you can share that everywhere, anyways. You have people blur it, and then nothing will be seen anyway.
I'm just at a point where I'm just like, who the fuck am I? One, nobody wants to see it. Two, I just really it only
My
came up
wife
because
doesn't
I
even
love-
want to see it all the time. What makes me
That's
think
what
the
I'm
internet
saying,
gives
dude.
a shit?
It's what I'm saying.
It's like
I'm
if
not walking around the house.
if I accidentally shared a photo on Reddit or something of my dick and my face together, not my dick next to my face, it's not that big.
That'd be impressive. To be honest, Michael, I would. If you actually could tell me that that's a real thing, I'd actually want to see that. That would be really impressive. Second, I go, I'm sorry. Everybody knows the age long time question for men: grower or shower.
Right.
100%. I am a shower. I'm like, it goes inside me. Otherwise,
Shaved or fro?
I'm shaved. I can't do fro. Dude, I'm fat and sweaty.
Yeah.
The less hair that I have, the better. Me going bald is a blessing in disguise, as much as I hate it for vanity reasons. Not having hair, especially when I lived in Florida for like
Yeah.
fucking 3 years, man. Oof. And not paying for a fucking haircut is awesome. Awesome.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, fucking. Just that guy's response is just like, yeah, if I didn't know about, I'm getting as hard as possible, and I'm putting another
Right,
picture out there.
Yeah,
was like, I like
wouldn't
that.
give a shit.
I just think it's a funny response. I thought it was
Even
funny
if I
that-
just walked out of a freezer butt naked, I just would be like, whatever.
guys, I came out.
you
of,
share
I
that
was in a
picture.
freezer.
If you put it in your YouTube video and it's monetized, just give me a cutback. I don't care.
Well, and speaking of, like, obviously I have a small dick because I drank a lot of Surge back in the day. Because you remember that fucking rumor, right?
That was Mountain Dew, I thought.
No, it was totally Surge.
Oh,
They said Surge would shrink your dick.
it's big enough, so I don't care.
Oh man, no, I was already starting. I was starting.
No,
to
I was
blow
talking about yours, dude. That
Oh man,
Remember?
I remember as if like we do. Each other. You're like, you remember. I had that.
how do you think?
Plastic
How do you think me and John became friends?
let me tell you. It was a hard story to tell. And I was very wooden throughout it. Those were rough.
But then we got to...
Where do we go? Where do we go from here? Where are we? What are we doing?
So besides the Alien movies, bro.
Yeah, the xenomorphs kind of look like really glossy
Yeah.
penises.
Oh yeah, because you got it on Blu-ray, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look great.
Oh, real
They
quick
look real
question
good.
for Shark Exorcist.
Oh God.
The cover of it shows a shark in flames.
Nah, that was why we wanted
Doesn't
to watch it.
show out?
It looked cool. It seemed like it could have had the coolest premise, and it did not deliver.
Okay, and then what is this picture of this blonde chick who looks like she's a vampire?
She's like the main.
She's
villain
going like
going around.
this, and she's got like all these fucking rigid teeth and shit.
Oh
I'm
yeah, they
guessing
do like
she's
a
a
dark
shark.
Ray moment. They do like one thing, like a dark Ray moment, where she's got like.
Okay.
Um,
And the
it only
water
happens like once.
The water looks so fake. Why can't they add shit into the water
I think
scenes,
I
dude?
think they're trying to allude to the fact that she's like being controlled by the shark. I think,
Gotcha.
but I don't know. They don't explain anything. It's all insane.
Seeing imagery of the camera guy, he does not have like a high quality camera for this to be a $300,000 budget.
No, I'm saying it
movie.
looks like it was shot on a mini DV or like a handy cam. I'm telling you, all the money had to have gone to just like getting the actors to even finish it.
There's BTS photos online of it.
They're awful. The movie's awful, dude. And like, this is not John just being like, oh, he doesn't like anything. No, this is like, it's like legitimately like, you could shoot something better with an iPhone right now.
Right.
Granted, I don't know when this was made. So that's unfair.
2015. So 5
you
years
could shoot
ago.
something better with an iPhone. Like,
Even then.
even then,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's absolute anus.
Shark Exorcist reaction and review.
So hopefully the other ones are good. I don't know. That'd be nice.
Are there other Shark
not like
Exorcist
sequel?
movies?
I don't know about sequels, but the other
Oh.
two movies in the thing.
Oh,
in
gotcha,
the pack.
gotcha.
We're gonna watch those.
You can get a Shark Exorcist shirt though. For $28. Holy shit. That's what the movie should have cost to make. From what you're saying.
Dude, I'm not kidding. Fucking look for a trailer or something.
They
dude,
must
I'm
have
telling you.
they must have spent a lot of money on food and overpaying the directors and shit to pay their bills. They're those
bad.
kind of
It's
filmmakers.
bad. Dude, it's so bad.
Raiders of the Lost Shark is the next one you're gonna watch, right? Or are you gonna watch Sharkenstein?
I think we're gonna go with that one because we think Sharkenstein's gonna be the best, so we wanted to save it for the
Last.
final one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the poster of the DVD cover you got, and yeah, the poster it sells the shit out of it. But I also have a movie that I purchased years ago when we were still
Years.
when we first met actually.
So it was the first time you saw my dick.
Yeah, the first time I saw your dick, and then I put my flaccid penis.
No, don't make it worse.
near your cheek.
I'm already mad. I went back to that. That was stupid. Your fist fit perfectly.
I watched one, and the fucking cover art for it, if people want to look it up, Oversexed Rug Suckers from Mars. The cover art looks fucking awesome. I bought it simply because of the cover art, and it was in like one of those $5
the movie
bins.
was good, or just the art was awesome.
Just the art, and that's the only reason I've kept the movie is because I love the artwork. It's like
Fair enough.
it looks like a transformer kind of thing, and it's holding a person, and it's awesome. But now, granted, this movie was shot in 1985,
Fair enough.
so the DVD poster was, of course, upped and everything, but it was also shot on a VHS camcorder.
Oof.
Um,
And most people know VHS camcorders not really good.
no, and they don't hold up.
They do not.
It's a horrible movie. It's a horrible movie. It's about aliens from Mars.
Yeah.
And they do this little claymation thing at the beginning showing the aliens, and the alien gets drunk. We're supposed to assume he's drinking. He's getting drunk.
Okay.
And it's literally like a little
As you
claymation alien. And then he I don't remember if he fucks a vacuum or if he like goes into the vacuum. And then while he's in there, he starts going around and like fucking, well, technically raping women all over town in
That
their
escalated
houses.
very quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I usually don't make my sexual conquests starting from a Roomba, vacuum, and then just straight up people.
Oh no, totally. If it would have been a Roomba, it would have looked even cooler.
Would it?
Because it would have moved around differently. This is like one of those fucking vacuums from the 80s with like the zipper bag, like the fucking vacuum from Brave Little
Like a
Toaster.
Hoover.
Like the Brave Little Toaster vacuum.
A fucking Hoover.
Was he a Hoover? He probably was.
Probably, because that's
Yeah.
what that was the brand in the like 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But yeah, it's a horrible movie, but the poster, the cover art looks pretty dope. Which again, I'm just bringing it back because of the shark one. So yeah.
That's fine. It's fucking awful.
So then you're gonna watch.
We're gonna watch those. I'm going to hopefully.
What the
I'm
fuck
gonna
is
see
this?
If Birds of Prey is on the DC Universe app. Let's see what that looks like.
John, I gotta watch this movie.
What is it?
It's called Star Worms
There it is.
2: Attack of the Pleasure Pods.
Damn.
You-
I don't know what a pleasure pod is, but I'm intrigued. It's like Apple's new AirPods, the pleasure pod. You shove them up your ass to listen to music.
I don't know how much more you have or if you want to get going. But
What you got? Give me.
Did you watch any SNL stuff from this past weekend?
So like okay, so you're fucking asking me
Mm-hmm.
if I do, like you're like Saturday Night Live, like it's Saturday Night Live with like Kenan Thompson and shit. Is that what we're talking about right
Yes. It's
now? Are they?
Saturday
Well, how are they
night.
even? How's that even a thing?
So you didn't watch any of it, right?
Well, no, I'd assume they weren't doing anything new right now.
So
'cause
they
you can't be
did
in
it
technical in the
from-
studio.
They did it from their comfort of their homes, John.
Awesome.
Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was the guest, whatever the fuck they call them,
Host.
host.
There we go.
It was
Yeah,
hard
no,
to-
Tom Hanks was the musical guest. There you go.
There you go.
Tom
he-
Hanks sang a song.
He was
in
the
movie.
host,
Back to wood. What am I doing?
which I'm guessing he was the host because it was like, to show people, hey, I had corona, but I'm fine now.
And
See?
I'm not dead.
I didn't die, but I also have billions of dollars to help fix me. So
And they also edited my movie Splash on Disney Plus, so Naked Butt wasn't in it.
did they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Disney sucks. Fuck Disney.
that's
Anyway,
surprisingly
sorry,
they
but-
didn't. I haven't seen anything edited from The Simpsons that I could remember. Mike has been watching a lot of the Halloween Horror Night ones. Which is the
Treehouse
only
of Horrors.
Yeah, Treehouse of Horror. What is that? That's not Halloween Horror Nights.
Halloween
I'm thinking
Horror
of
Nights, I believe
Universal.
That's the Busch Gardens thing in it.
Universal.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been watching the Treehouse of Horrors, and I can't get him to watch normal fucking episodes. That's all he wants to watch are those ones. I was like, okay.
Well, they are different. And they're
Yeah.
fun. They're cool.
But I'm like, you gotta. It works a little better too if you knew the fucking characters going into them as well.
I suppose, but I mean,
Especially the storyline of Sideshow Bob always wanting to try and kill.
See, I
Bart.
think that would be. But yeah, that's funny. But they also usually parody or lampoon actual movies and
Yeah.
shit. So
Yeah.
I mean, what are the odds that he knows any of those?
Pennywise stuff he kind of grabs onto because he knows it. He's never seen them. Same with The Shining, shit like that. Some of that stuff.
Maybe.
Anyways, with SNL, yeah, they did it from their house. Tom Hanks was the host.
There's no way this is funny.
They tried to make it so funny.
It had to be a cringe fest. Had to be.
So cringy.
Ugh.
It was so cringy. Like I sat down and was trying to watch them all the bits. They had one bit which was like a music video bit which played just how it would have on the show. So I was
Yeah,
like,
'cause it's
okay, that's
pre-recorded or whatever.
yeah. The whole show is pre-recorded. It's not even live.
You know what I mean?
But yeah,
It's like it was a packaged edit thing
Yeah.
versus a
yeah. And then they had I didn't see all the like little host bits that Tom Hanks did or anything like that. I just was looking at the skits and stuff done. They did this one Trump one, and it was just like it could have been funny. It had the potential to be funny, even how they did it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It wasn't. The people doing it, they just look so sad in doing so. I was just like, it's not even funny, guys. It was like the weakest one for sure. And usually Trump stuff should not be your weakest one. Like that's an easy target.
The dude writes himself.
Right. I mean, and then they didn't even have is it Alec Baldwin that does Trump?
Yes.
He didn't even dress up as Trump. It was just like a phone call in, so they had a picture of Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, so they just have him.
Yeah.
I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, it was horrible. I'm trying to think of what other. They had a Zoom one, a Zoom skit where they were everyone was getting together. They were playing different characters and basically just going. They were memeing Zoom, like everything that we meme already on Facebook. That's all their skit was.
This looks awful. I'm watching
Yeah.
it right now, and I'm like sitting here like, if you're gonna do like.
Mm-hmm.
Because like there's like 3 or 4 segments that could really work for this.
Yeah,
Like look at them making fun. They actually have one where they're making fun of Twitch streaming, and it's
Yeah.
like you didn't even do your background right.
No, because that should have been
like-
the video game background
Yeah,
that he was playing.
it's like he has like a TV behind him
Yeah.
as he's Twitch streaming. It's like these people are fucking retarded. It's
and
like, you don't know
they
what
could
you're
say,
doing.
well, they only are going off what they have in their houses and shit. But I'm like, come on, you telling me you don't have a green screen somewhere?
Fuck off. Yeah, I'm just one of those things. You don't even need a green screen. Most people, like good editors, could just take you and fucking
Pop you in there. Especially because
This
it's
is-
not a long skit. It's like a 2-minute skit or something like that.
yeah, and it's just a face cam.
Yeah.
You could just
It
put
had
like a
the-
piece
that-
of white paper behind
That
it.
one is another one that I feel it had the potential of being really cool. But I just was like, well, okay. And I've seen better skits on YouTube, guys. And they're doing them from their houses.
No, and that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, I'm sitting here going like, man, this is one of those moments where you just need to stop
Yeah.
because you're showing how much better it is to just go find a good internet personality
Yeah.
that can do this.
Yeah.
Because
that
you guys
been
aren't
doing
funny
this.
anymore. It's because they're not funny anymore.
It's so bad. It was bad. I felt bad for them. It's like because
I
they
legitimately
introduced
just watch like 2 fucking
skits.
skits and they're awful. They're awful.
They introduced Tom Hanks introduces the show and being like, they're basically saying, well, we're doing this to try and you bring
Keep everything
spirits up
fun
and
and-
stuff like that. Yeah. When in reality, it's like, no, you're doing it to get your ratings because you need some
Yeah.
ratings, and
you all want to get your paychecks. And
Yeah.
It's like, that's great and that sucks, but like,
it's like, but
just stop.
it hurts. It hurts to see. Not like, oh my god, the creativity is so bad. It's like, no, they didn't even. It feels like they didn't try.
But it also really does highlight how unfunny they are because now you don't have any of the production
Yeah.
value. You don't have the live audience fake laughing.
Right.
You don't have all these little elements that would
Which
be
they
there in a
tried to
live
do
show.
it in a couple of the skits, where they had everyone else in on Zoom audio, and when they were doing the skit, the Trump skit specifically, I remember.
That's just a circle jerk.
It's like they're
That is.
they're saying their stupid jokes back and forth to the Alec Baldwin on the phone, and then you hear all the people laughing in the background through Zoom. I was like, could you guys not get a fucking laugh track? One,
It's like, or just don't
and
even do it.
Two, it was horrible because it was like, okay, so you're telling me that right there that you said is supposed to be funny, but it's not. It's not
But it's
funny
like,
at all.
Well, and it reminds me of like, okay, so I'll do 2 instances. So you got
Same with the
last
Bernie
week-
Sanders one too. They did one with Bernie Sanders, and it
Well,
wasn't
'cause
funny.
It's cringe. The thing is because they think everybody who watches their stuff all agrees with them politically, which
Well, I don't care about the political
exactly.
bullshit.
I'm just saying, but
But,
I'm
like,
saying
if
that's
you're
where the
gonna
bad
do
writing.
it,
That's
do
where
it
the bad
better.
writing comes from.
Yeah.
The bad writing comes from them being up their own asses. you look at somebody like John Oliver, who does HBO's Last Week Tonight.
Yeah.
Does a weekly thing by himself, essentially Daily Show style.
Mm-hmm.
Live audience. He's not doing live audience anymore.
Right.
They don't put in fucking laugh tracks and stuff. It actually feels hollow because when he makes a really good joke and you don't hear people laughing, you're kind of like, oh man, that was funny though.
Yeah.
But that's fine because I'm still ingesting it the way I would have. It doesn't
Right.
matter because the information is either accurate, engaging, or actually entertaining. It's something.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of whether or not I agree or I need to go double check, I'm engaged. That's the strength of writing. Or maybe the delivery, the person who's acting. That's why people like PewDiePie. I think he's retarded. I don't like his videos.
Yeah.
But he's engaging. People like him. He has something that's special.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people go to him. Then you have things like that, like with this SNL thing. You remove that laugh track, that sad need for a third audio thing to cue people to be like, oh yeah, it's funny. It really reminds me of when they take really bad sitcoms, or even some sitcoms that are deemed pretty damn good that have a laugh track, and they put them on YouTube and they remove the laugh track. You actually realize how many jokes do not land.
Yeah.
It's Big Bang Theory is very, very guilty of this. I like the show for the most part. I thought the
Do
first
they have a laugh track?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
because they had a live studio audience,
Right.
so you'd either get laughs or you get
Right.
laugh tracks to fill in from time to time. So what they would do is take two things. One, people did this thing where they would take the laugh tracks out, which it really shows you how hollow a joke.
And you just
is.
get a lot of crickets and yeah.
Well, no, they don't even add anything. It's just they do the joke.
Okay.
They hold for joke, and then do the next line.
Yeah.
It's really bad. You realize a lot of those jokes really just don't land, and it's like, oh wow, yeah, that wasn't as funny
Yeah.
as I thought.
And then
But you were like on the high.
yeah.
Or you would like, because you said you added crickets. There is actually one which I highly recommend you doing. This is really funny. I think they actually did it with Big Bang Theory exclusively. They took the laugh track out and then got a track of Ricky Gervais, like, because he's got a really like guthawing like like a really fucking stupid laugh. And so anytime they do a joke, instead of the laugh track, they put him in.
Yeah.
So it was just, because you, come on, dude, like you'd listen to like that 70s show or something. There was always that one person in the audience that whenever they laughed, you're like, oh, that's that fucking guy again.
Or you get
Like,
that
he-
random.
That's what I'm saying. Like that one person who's like, there's that one lady who's having like too much fun. She's like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Every joke is not that funny, Karen.
And
Like,
then
stop
you
it.
it gets funny when you realize you start hearing it repetitively, and that's when you realize, oh yeah, they added the laugh track in. It's not even a live audience doing it anymore.
I mean, maybe, yeah, because I know it does get added sometimes, because sometimes they'll have to reshoot a scene or
Right.
something happens. But also, I mean, let's be fair. You go to I've been to live like comedy shows and stuff. There's always that person in the audience.
Yeah,
I've fucking been there a couple of times. Give me 2 glasses of wine at a Golden Girls puppet show.
Right.
My laugh might get a little overt.
Yeah.
And
That's one thing I do like about I had to go back to it again, but to
if
Impractical
you start talking about
Jokers.
sucking dicks, we're gonna fight.
That's the thing I love about sucking dicks is I have an internal laugh track, and
Oh, dude, all the time. If anything, Hannah's my laugh track.
but no, Impractical Jokers, like they do their stupid jokes, but there's no laugh track to go along with it. It's either funny to you or it's not.
Or like Jackass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All like more of the reality type based shows. It's like it's either funny or it's not. They're not pausing either. You just going along with it. And yeah, I wonder like on set if there are no laughs, like do they really fucking pause? Do they just pause?
Yeah.
I've
it's
never
called
worked
pausing.
on a sitcom, so I'm just curious.
It's pausing for laughter. Yeah, it's absolutely a thing.
That's stupid.
Well,
We got
I mean,
20 minutes, bro. We got a 20-minute episode that we have to do.
Well, it's called editing.
We
First
got
of
a
all,
20-minute episode that we have to do.
there are because there's also moments where
Shoot
it's
some
like,
empty plates and we'll do it later.
well, there are some times where
Not plates like dishes, people, just so people understand. A plate is for when you take and you're shooting in some area, and then you remove all your actors. You take some shots of that same area without any talent in it, so that if you need to, you can go back and redo it on a green screen later.
It's usually how they do a lot of superhero stuff.
Yeah.
It's how you can make somebody fly or do the bamf, like Nightcrawler and shit like that.
Or if
It's essentially making your green screen without using a green screen.
and if you don't do it properly, it can look like ass, like in Jason Mewes' one movie.
Oof.
Where
can't
Kevin
believe you made
Smith
me
had
watch
to
that.
do that in the courtroom.
Hate you. It was awful. I don't even know if I finished that. I think I blacked out halfway through.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun.
I still gotta watch the reboot.
Watch
I really
that or
wanna see
watch Tusk. You choose.
Never watching Tusk. Never again. You got me to do it, and I actually did it once and a half. Because I got halfway through and got mad. And then I went and I was like, okay, I can't stop halfway through because now I've lost context. I have to go back and finish it. So I started from the beginning, and I was even more mad.
But yeah,
God, would I watch that or a full season of? Well, that's unfair.
what?
Would I watch 4 episodes of Batwoman
Or Tusk?
or Tusk again? Batwoman, I can make fun of.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm
say
go with Batwoman.
Batwoman. If you're choosing between things that you don't want to watch, you can always find 4 specific episodes to watch of Batwoman.
Oh yeah, no, make them the worst ones.
Yeah.
Preferably out of context. Ooh, Batwoman versus Supergirl.
Or what?
Supergirl. I'd probably watch
Batwoman's
Supergirl, but I'd
worse,
ask for at least
but-
2 episodes of her in the good costume versus the new one.
I would say the first season. I think the first or second season would probably be the best.
It's definitely more watchable.
Yeah.
I don't really like what's her face from Catco. Cat.
Ally McBeal.
Yeah, right. Is it Callista Flockhart? Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, that really is.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking, because
Every-
she's in it too, Carrie Russell. I was
Yeah.
thinking Carrie Russell is Ally McBeal, but she's not Ally McBeal. She's in it.
Every time I watched the Supergirl,
You know,
with
Ally
her
McBeal's a
in it.
J.J. Abrams thing.
Is she?
I think it's.
Or
that.
is the show?
Yeah.
No.
Or am I thinking of a different one?
I think you're thinking of a different one.
Maybe I'm thinking was it Felicity something or something? I don't know. Fuck.
Dun 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 dun.
I got dude.
Dun,
We're
dun,
so
dun,
googling
dun.
right now.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, it was Felicity. Sorry.
There we go.
No, it was Felicity with Carrie Russell. That's
Gotcha.
why. Okay, yeah, totally mixed up my shows.
Okay.
So I don't care about Ally
I
McBeal. Was Ally
remember-
McBeal the one that or was that Boston Legal? Fuck, I'm confusing them all. There was one that William Shatner was on.
He was probably on both of them.
Yeah, fucking probably. Yeah.
Lucy Liu was on Ally McBeal. I know that for sure.
God, I love her.
Um,
Her and Kill Bill is so good.
but I watched Ally McBeal when I was a kid. I liked it.
Yeah,
I kind of liked her though, but that's about it.
Callista Flockhart. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not my bag.
I don't know.
Harrison Ford liked it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got an earring for her.
She was in Birdcage too. Calista Flockhart.
That's a great fucking film.
I love that film.
Oh my God, Nathan Lane and Robin Williams. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oof.
Who was the who
Could
played the kid?
Could you imagine if Robin Williams would have been Pumbaa and Nathan Lane had been Timon?
I don't know. No, I like the guy who played Timon.
I love Pumbaa. I like who he is. I didn't watch the new one.
Me
I
either.
didn't hate Seth Rogen as being Pumbaa, at least from
As the voice?
scenes I saw. It
Yeah.
seemed like a good fit. But I
Yeah.
don't know. When all those actors are still alive, why not just use them?
Right. That's what I was like. Why are we not just going back and using the same people? Like, you're literally shooting the same movie. They got
Yeah.
James Earl Jones to go back, didn't they?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's like, okay, call up JTT. He's ready. He'll voice
To be
the.
honest, the only
kid.
person I think was a good call was Donald Glover. I was like, yeah, go with him.
He played Simba, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, Jonathan Taylor.
Did he play
Thomas,
Simba
maybe.
adult or kid?
I think he did both.
Oh, see, no,
I could
that's
be wrong.
not. We needed a different talent.
I'm just, why not? Yeah, why not just get the same people? Or just, obviously JTT wouldn't work unless somehow he still has a baby voice. But
Yeah, he could play the
you
kid
could
voice
get a
still.
different kid actor and then bring back Matthew Broderick. Why not?
Right.
If it's voice acting, who cares?
Yeah. Yeah. And then you
I
get
could
those
see-
guys hooked into a Disney contract again on every fucking movie you need.
Sure.
That's what
Fucking
they-
why not? They can make Godzilla 2 Matthew Broderick's version. I wanted that sequel and I didn't get
see
it.
that. I would literally pay to see that one.
That's what I'm saying. It's better than the
I am
fucking
literally
one we got.
All right, I'm getting my credit cards out now. We're going to go shoot that movie with him. Hopefully, he'll do it.
I will get double the amount of fish. And I will get Sean Puffy Combs to come back. I'll get P. Diddy to come back. I don't know if Jimmy Page is still alive, but we're going to make Come With Me Too. Da-da-dun, dun, da-da-da, da-da-da, dun, da-da-da. And we're going to fucking make Godzilla 2 Wild in the Streets. I don't know. What are we going to call it? I fucking Godzilla 2 fucking Raptor Dinosaur Babies. Oh
Okay.
my God. I'd watch the shit out of it. I don't care.
Okay. Okay.
Hank Azaria was the fucking
The video guy?
the guy who does Up Who.
Yeah.
He's the fucking cameraman.
Yeah.
Great film.
Which
Fuck
at
off,
that
that film's fun.
at that point in time, his character in there would have made a great oh shit. He would have been better at fuck, I'm forgetting actors' names and characters' names.
Here we go.
The dude from the Ninja Turtles movie that just the guy who plays BoJack,
Will Arnett.
Will Arnett. He fucking played. Oh God, why am I scrapping my fucking brain? Who did he
Because
play?
those two movies suck.
Who did he play in that movie?
I
He
don't know, they
played
suck.
the annoying.
Random ass character that nobody cared about.
No, he was in the cartoons. That's why they put him in there. Because Michael Bay was like, "Hey, this character's in the cartoons," but you
Casey
know,
Jones.
no, that was Arrow.
I know. I'm being a
Fucking
asshole.
A, dude. Damn it.
I'm so not gonna help you. I don't want to even remember that I watched those films.
Oh shit.
Okay, so it's actually funny that you got there because now we got a segue.
Okay.
Fucking Stephen Amell played Casey Jones.
Vern. Ha. Fuck you.
I don't even know who that is. What the fuck me? Don't fuck me. Go fuck you. I didn't do shit. You're the one who didn't know.
Okay.
You go right on around, turn around, and fuck yourself. You fuck. And who the fuck cares about Vern? Fuck.
No.
Okay.
Frank Azario's character would have been a better Vern.
Well, maybe
that
just don't have
universe.
Vern in the fucking film. How about just show me more Megan Fox, you prick? Or maybe, I don't know, fucking huge idea. You have fucking Arrow. Maybe let's show some more Casey Jones development. Let's go with that.
Maybe show
How
a
about
real
that?
Casey Jones and not a fucking cop Casey Jones. The fuck
Fucking,
was
that's
that?
so stupid. I'm
I'ma
going to be
be
a
a
great detective someday. See, you were going to do it
beat
too.
me. You beat me
Fucking-
to it.
Fucking terrible line, dude. Fucking film is awful. Tivis, I know you're not here to defend yourself, but I'm sure you loved it. I love you. God damn it, that film is awful. And what a
I
a
liked
waste.
it too, so.
Well, I'm sure you did. And the only reason why I liked it is because there was what? Maybe it's the reason I hate and like it was there's so much potential.
Mm-hmm.
They were willing to go balls to the wall.
I mean, you
we
get
were
Bebop
going
and
with Bebop
Rocksteady.
and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
We were willing to do all that shit. Krang. I was fucking in, dude. And then I was like, oh, they're gonna go more cartoony. They dialed back the turtles. They still look like shit, but they look a little bit more fun, and their colors work a little bit better.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking bad. And
It was really sad to see Casey turn out the way he did.
he just looked like a bitch.
Yeah.
He just looked
I
like
just-
a bitch.
I-
And I'm like, Stephen Amell, again, I saw him in Hung for a couple episodes. I just wanted to look him up. He plays a male prostitute. He's funny. He's fine. Does a good job. Saw him on like 2 or 3 episodes of Blue Mountain State, which again, I still recommend. Michael, if you get a minute, watch it. It's a great show. he's a decent actor. I don't know his range because he played the same fucking character for 8 years. And then he goes and plays a vigilante and they fucking neutered him. So I don't even know and gave him the worst script ever. So I don't know if he
We'll be
has
able
the
to
range.
find out in Heels.
And that's what I'm hoping for.
Is that where you're trying
we
to
had
get to?
another opportunity
Oh, yeah.
with this movie called Code 8. We talked about this a while
Yes.
back. It was a Robbie Amell,
It came
Stephen
out
Amell.
last year.
The
End of last year, right?
Yeah, it came out on DVD. I think they did like a small little like release in theaters just for like friends.
For the
and
shits
shit
and
like
giggles.
that. I backed them on their Patreon or whatever the fuck they had, their Indiegogo or whatever.
Did you get a free copy then? Well, a copy?
No, I didn't get a free copy. I got updates on the film, and I believe I'm supposed to, when it's all said and done now with the Netflix thing, I'm supposed to get like a pin or like a commemorative thing, like a poster or something cool signed by them. We bought it because I was like, fuck it. It was only like $8 or $10 at Walmart, so I just bought it. Pissed off, didn't give me a Blu-ray, so fuck them. I'm a little pissed off about that. They did release a Blu-ray in Canada, because that's where they're from. Fucking hosers. And so you haven't seen it, I'm assuming.
I haven't, but I know Netflix just released it
They just released it
on streaming. So
I would say I would recommend seeing it.
yeah,
I
it's
think
a plan.
It feels like an X-Men movie that like it felt like mutants were known and it's been like 50 years and we're used to it.
Okay.
Like literally like one of the coolest scenes is like and it's not a spoiler, it's kind of like world building stuff. I think
Right.
it's even like one of the first scenes they show off. It's like Robbie Amell, who's this electric guy. And they have like, stages and they have codes for each, this one's an electric guy. This is a telekinetic guy. This is a strength guy. This is a whatever.
Right.
They have all these people. So imagine like 10 of them, right? We don't know what they can do, but they're all standing outside of a Home Depot. And a pickup truck shows up.
Mm-hmm.
They have work to do. All right, who's what? I'm an electric level 3. I'm a He's like, okay, you, get in. And they take him to like, they're building a house. So the strength guy is like carrying all this shit. The electric dude's like doing the, he's like trying to wire stuff and like light things and like he's burning shit to like weld.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is really cool because this is like, that's how our lives would be. First, we would hunt them down and do horrible things, and then all of a sudden, it would become the norm, and we'd figure out how to profitize off these people, and then eventually they'd be hated, but they'd be useful.
Yeah.
And I like that dynamic. It's very, very good world building.
It's kind of what's going on right now.
And then well, that's the other thing is it's very good with like the metaphors. The problem is they introduce a character and then things go off the rails and then they kind of leave all the fun parts behind and it turns like into a caper and then the dialogue gets really bad and the acting gets kind of shit and then it all kind of falls apart in the third act.
Now, this movie was made in 2017, or at least that's when they started production, right?
Yes, yeah.
So it was in limbo for like 2 years before it was released.
Yeah, I think they were already doing the Indiegogo stuff like late 2016.
Yeah.
They got greenlit and then started production in 2017.
says-
They got held up because he ended up doing another year of Arrow, which he
Right.
didn't think he was going to do.
Which
And
he ended up
then
doing a couple
once
years
they
of Arrow.
finished, yeah, which I'm sure he would have loved to have left now. And then they couldn't get anybody to buy it.
Yeah.
Or at least distribute it. Like I think they showed it off in Canada and did a couple of film festivals, but they couldn't get anybody to distribute it.
So they were asking for 200,000 on Indiegogo and ended up breaking with 3.4 mil.
I was gonna say I thought they easily went over 2.8. So yeah.
And then February 9th, 2017, they sold No, wait. During the Berlin International Film Festival, XYZ Films acquired the sales rights.
Okay.
Which doesn't make sense. I'm guessing this was February 2018, and this is wrong because they didn't even start shooting it until June of 2017, according to this.
Sounds about right.
So,
because it doesn't look like, because they filmed it in under a year.
Yeah.
Like easy. I think they even did it under like 6 months.
Okay.
The production value is gorgeous. Their special effects are pretty solid. Their fight scenes are pretty good. You can tell like they really had their team together. It is really impressive. Stephen Amell is a very one note.
now he didn't direct this though. He just acted
No.
in it.
Robbie Amell pseudo co-directed, but like they had a director friend or whatever
Jeff
come in.
Chan.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but
That's what this says is Jeff Chan.
okay. So yeah, they
So,
knew each other from
yeah.
forever ago, and I think they worked on each other. They
So
worked with each
basically,
other on, like, Tomorrow People
he
and shit
didn't
like that.
he didn't give himself any range in this then either, right?
No, Robbie's actually pretty good.
No,
But,
no,
I mean,
Steven.
Well, they wrote. Well, I don't know if he necessarily wrote it. I think Robbie and somebody else.
I mean, like as his character.
It's really
Acts
boring.
out.
He could have done better. I think it was just weak acting,
Mm-hmm.
or like he might have been busy with other shit or something. But
Right.
he felt very one note. He's not bad. I mean, but it's just like if you've watched Arrow enough, you're like, oh, he did the thing.
Right.
You know, like the one eyebrow and like did the turn or did like it's like he's like very one note.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's that kind of actor. I think this heels thing can
think-
really show.
For anybody who hasn't seen him in Arrow, though, it could be different and refreshing.
Exactly. I absolutely agree.
So-
Yeah, if you've never seen an episode of Arrow, I think he'd be great.
Because I mean, you
think-
got 8 years of the guy doing brooding and all these things. And,
Especially the last like 3 years,
Yeah.
it's just carbon copy.
Yeah.
Like CW got really bad with their superhero
which
shows,
maybe
where it's
that's
just-
why they didn't go that route, unfortunately, in the Turtles movie, because it's like they didn't want him to be the same thing. Instead, they just made him into a fucking pussy.
a fucking whitey bitch.
Yeah. Just like, come on, man.
It's I don't know. It was fine.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I
But it's on
I think it's worth
Netflix.
checking out. I
Yeah.
think it's totally worth checking out. If you like superhero films or like good world building,
Mm-hmm.
they built themselves a good world. Like it almost opens up like Bright. It
Okay.
feels like a better version of Bright
Okay.
is what it feels like, to be completely honest. It's like Bright 2.0 but with mutants
Mm-hmm.
and it's like way better.
Okay. And again,
I-
it's
I-
on Netflix. I'm
Yeah,
not
I-
sure if it's on Amazon though or Hulu.
It's on Amazon, you can buy it damn near anywhere.
Is it
online.
on Amazon Prime? Though?
iTunes and all that shit?
I'm like
Yeah.
suggesting things for people that
Yeah.
don't want to buy it.
Yep.
So yeah.
It's good. I think it's good. Now like
Now is
you
the
know,
perfect time. That's actually kind of smart of them to drop it onto the streaming service right
why
now
not?
because you got everyone just looking for something
You
new.
had a small DVD release. Anybody who was
Yeah.
gonna buy it did buy it. Everybody who backed it probably got their copy by now.
Yeah.
Now go show it off. And it's gotten a good response. I would say honestly 6 out of 10. It's better than average. The story's pretty generic and the acting's
I'll check it out. Maybe
above average.
maybe if I see it before we record next week, we can talk about it then.
Yeah, I'd like to know your opinion because I'll probably watch it again. I like those guys, so.
And
I like
then
to-
I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's no Tiger King though.
yeah, no, I heard they added an extra episode.
They did. They added an episode 8, which is basically
Have you watched it?
I did.
Okay.
It was 45 minutes. And I'm they did it as like a Zoom type episode.
Oh God.
And
So essentially, we got to get Isaac back to talk about that episode with you. Then.
well, no, I mean, it was really nothing. It was literally just like him. So they brought in Joel McHale to do interviews with
What?
them. I mean, why not? They canceled all of his
What do you
shows.
mean? Why not? Joe McHale, like of all people.
Well, he's he does shit with Netflix. They've canceled everything he's worked with, so they're just
But
like,
I'm just like
hey.
Joel McHale of all things in the world. You're like, yeah, that works for Tiger King.
Right.
It's like, why not
It did
get
because
O.J. Simpson?
because he didn't talk to them all at once. It was like one person at a time. It was only certain people from the show to like see how they thought what they thought of the show, or how their lives have changed since the show, since they're being memed all over the place, shit like that.
Gotcha.
It was nice to have like a comedian kind of do it, because he would like crack some jokes that basically the entire internet would say anyways, but he was saying it to
that
their
feels
face.
bad though. It's like talks. It's like when he was doing Talk Soup or whatever back in E or whatever.
No, I would say more like when he was doing his Joel McHale show with Joel McHale on Netflix.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, which was after the Soup Talk or whatever it was.
Talk Soup. How dare
Talk
you?
Soup, whatever. But yeah,
I
so
actually don't even know if that was the title. I'm
he
pretty
talked
sure
to them,
it's-
and I'm guessing Netflix did that for them because they were seeing all these other like YouTubers doing phone interviews with these people as well.
Oh, I'm telling you, this whole thing is like showing they're scared now because they shit on YouTubers and stuff for so long that they're seeing that
Yeah.
the internet can do it better than them,
Yeah.
and they have no idea what they're doing.
The only difference is I think Netflix sent out like iPhones or cameras to these people, because there ain't no way they use their like, phone or computer to get the imagery look as good as it did
No way.
for them. No way. And then it was basically just him sitting down talking to them, each one at a time and shit. And like he was making jokes around the table, and then like when he was talking to the dude who got his arm bitten off, he still was making jokes a little bit, but then when they were it was the guy who witnessed somebody shoot himself on camera, which they show in the documentary. When he was talking about that incident with that guy, that's when you didn't see any of the comedy elements. Joel was like, they flashed to him 1 second and he just didn't know what to say. I was just like,
Well, I'm like,
what?
well, it sounds like the way it sounds like is like, I don't know if you've ever watched like The Bachelor or anything. I haven't.
No.
I've seen episodes, but I've never like watched it. It reminds me of like what you talk about, where like you watch the like whole season of like the reality show and everybody's all pissed off and they all go home, and then they're like, okay, a month later they come back and it's like the reunion special where it's like, how did it feel to get shit on?
Right,
Like,
right.
Like that's what it sounds like the way you're describing it to me.
Yeah, basically. And then like, the basic question he kept asking, he's like, so do you think
Did Carol do it?
the Carol killer husband? And everyone's like, oh fuck yeah. They're like, we've thought that for forever, And so it's they did open the case, or like an investigation back into her husband's
Well, of course they
ex-husband's
did.
disappearance.
How do you not? That's probably half the reason why they did this.
Right? That would be funny.
Netflix literally made a show called Making a Murderer.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Honestly, I still find it funny. If OJ says you killed somebody, your ass probably killed somebody.
Can we stop bringing up OJ? I know I did it like 5 minutes ago, but can we just not do this anymore? I don't need to talk
Well,
about
let me
the
drink
juice.
my OJ juice.
That is so not juice. Do you have a fucking quote, man?
Yes.
You didn't even look like you were leading me there. We talked about sucking dicks. We need to go.
I mean,
like we need to
now I
leave.
can't cut that out because you're just like sucking dicks, getting fucked in the ass, and
Look, Michael, with the quarantine, I think about things in the shower.
you think about having some dude suck you off,
Or
you think about sucking someone else off, or getting it
I'm
in
not
the
in the
ass.
shower because I'll drown.
That's not true. I've not sucked someone off in the shower.
from practice. Hey,
But-
see, he tried to turn that shit around on me, didn't he?
I mean,
see,
I
I
would
bet he
assume,
cuts this.
I would assume
prick.
it's the same as going down on the girl in the shower.
No,
so.
I just like I'm
'Cause the
going
water
back
just
to a lot.
flows
I'm
in.
going back through a lot of the old podcasts that
Yeah,
I
yeah.
used to listen to, and these fucking stupid questions come up, and I write them down.
Wait,
and
what?
I'm like,
How?
I'm curious.
So, how are these questions coming into your mind from listening to a past podcasts or other people's podcasts?
Not ours.
Okay, I was
Other
going to
people.
say, when the hell did we talk about
Not
fucking
ours.
our clones or
no,
something?
like the off-topic podcast. Sorry to shout out other podcasts on our podcast.
I don't care.
Off-topic podcast from Achievement Hunter.
Yeah.
The Achievement Hunters. Also, Gavin Free of the Slow Mo Guys.
Mm-hmm.
He's on there. I watched the old Rooster Teeth podcasts.
Yeah.
Rahul Kahili, or whatever the hell his name is, the guy from iZombie.
Uh-huh.
He's been on there on Off Topic.
I still
They
have
had
to check out.
They had the Lonely Island Boys.
Yeah.
Music group Andy Samberg. They were on the RT podcast.
I still want to check out the Scrubs one.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
So.
That's more like they're just doing commentary. These are actually
Right.
just like four blokes just sitting down,
Talking about shit.
just chatting.
Yeah.
Like, no, Gavin does a lot of shit. Like, they literally made this show called Gavin or Google,
Uh-huh.
where it's like they give him like a 3-word phrase, like, "What if dogs?"
Mm.
And then
Okay.
they ask him the question, and then they type it into Google search because it auto completes.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll like type into the Google fucking search bar, "What if dogs didn't know they liked bones?"
Right. Stupid
And then
shit.
Gavin will go, "What if dogs didn't know when to stop growing?"
So you got from what if dogs to would you rather get fucked in the ass or suck dick?
Well, no, but they've actually asked that question.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That question has been posed.
Right, right.
And I prefaced it earlier. You obviously just weren't paying attention.
Yeah, I wasn't probably.
The guy who
Was this before or
hired this-
after Tivis? I'm guessing it was after Tivis.
This
that
is
we went-
much after.
Totally
much,
went into
much
the
after.
hole.
Which is why I said, Tivis, please come back.
Now this was all you, just so we're clear. You
Oh
started.
yeah, 100%.
That.
This is 100% me and the stupid content that I watch. No, Jeff Ramsey, who's like
Yeah.
the founder of Achievement Hunter.
Yeah.
When he hired a couple of guys, like he was driving the guy he picked up from the airport with like the other crew, and he posed the question in the car.
Right,
and
right,
there's
right.
like footage of him, and then he posed it again when like two of the newer hires were with all of them on the podcast that they were doing.
Gotcha.
Like years later, even. We're talking like a 5-year gap
Right.
between the video I saw and then the podcast they saw for them, and I watched it within the last like week.
Right.
The question got posed twice, and he asked them, and they all have a different question. Because the founders, the two founders, Jack Patillo and Jeff Ramsey, say, "No, absolutely you take a dick in the butt. Absolutely. You absolutely do that." And all the younger guys are like, "No way. Sucking a dick, it's like, oh, bummer. It tastes bad." Or like have a minute, or like, he's like, "Yeah, but you got to like look up at him," and you're like, "Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle." And it's like, what?
Did they not learn anything from Hot Tub Time Machine? Don't look at me.
See, there you go. I'm just saying, these questions didn't come out of my butt.
Now, real
Wait.
quick before we leave, real quick to tack on to that, especially just because I just made the Hot Tub Time Machine reference,
Which is a great reference,
which is
by the way.
great reference, great movie. The first one, anyways. The second
Don't
one's
forget, the cinematographer was the guy I used for
Yes.
my presentation.
Yep.
A long time ago. Also
So-
did Serenity, by the way.
If
Exactly.
if you choose you already said that you choose to blow a dude rather than taking
I would do that over taking a dick in the butt.
Now, if he's hung like a beast, are you gonna compliment him? Be like, "Good job on you, dude." Like in the
Well,
movie.
I'm not
in the
gonna
movie.
thank him when I'm done or anything like that, but I would go, "Well, okay, yeah, you fucked it up. I thought we were gonna leave. We're gonna make it worse. All right, everybody, strap in, not strap on.
Strap on.
Strap in. Strap on. Strap up. Sorry, that was a terrible joke. Also, do you think it's more beneficial to be a grower or a shower? I think this is a really obvious answer.
I would think a grower.
Right?
I mean, I do a lot of athletic shit, and if I'm just like
I don't
always
believe that, but
out,
sure.
I would catch it on something all the time.
Fucking humble brag. I totally agree. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, it sucks because, like, if you're an actor and you have to hang dong on screen, like, especially if I had to, if somebody came to me and they're like, we're gonna reboot Spartacus,
Right?
John, we want you in it. I'm like, fuck. Can I get like a dong stand-in? Can you CGI my dong?
Well, just imagine Amistad on the boat with all their swinging around like fucking.
What?
You ever watched Amistad?
No.
You're talking about dongs.
I was thinking about Amadeus. I was
and
like,
I'm trying to bring shit into movies too. so
No, fair
we're
enough.
still there.
No, this is fine. No, like, my thing is, it's like, yeah, I'm with you. Like, if I went jogging or something, it's got to be like the equivalent of a girl's with like huge tits, right? Like going running for like a 5K, having those things flap you in the chin and like really hurting your back and fucking you up real good.
Right.
That's got to suck.
Yeah.
But like for me, it's like, you know, it shrinks inside me. So if I go running, I'm
It shrinks inside you.
You know what I mean? I'm like a dog, dude. It's so tiny. Like I got nothing. I'm like an acorn. And then it's like and then boom, I'm giving a
since you
I'm not pathetic, but like I get the job done.
Since you said you shrink inside and you're like a dog.
Yeah.
Does that mean that Hannah doesn't have
I'm not micro penis.
Hannah doesn't have to put lipstick on before she goes down?
I don't even know what that means. I understand the
pink
joke,
like
but
okay.
It's a terrible joke. No, like I would never want to be one of those dudes who has like a dong down to his knees even when he's flaccid. That would suck. I would have to wear the long gym shorts that like go to my kneecaps. Like that sucks. That would suck.
Just
but,
like you
being
would
able
suck
to grow,
someone
like,
off.
Perfect. It's like having a concealed weapon, dude. It's like, yo.
Yeah.
You don't know what I'm packing. I know you're underestimating me. So when the time comes, I'm gonna blow you away.
Plus,
Boom,
don't some
nailed it.
girls like that feeling of it growing anyways? Like
doing what?
Like the
though?
visual, or like if they're like rubbing on you and they can feel it getting bigger and
What
harder.
is your girl on her knees just staring at your dick while it like slowly inflates
I have
like a
kids,
like a mattress?
so I cannot stay.
Like a fucking, it's like a clown balloon. You're like, here, check this out, babe. Like pump, pump, pump. Like, look, I'm gonna turn it into a poodle. Like nobody's staring at your. No, most girls are like, all right, we're doing this. I'm assuming the kissing and the touching and stuff is gonna get you into gear. And by the time the pants are off, it's like, no. You either put the key in the ignition or this fucking car is gonna go back into park. Like, come on, man.
Yes and no. I mean, you've been in the relationship
You're also
a very
married,
long
and I've been with this
time.
girl for a long time. But like, dude, come on.
There
Like,
are such things as foreplay.
You're one night standing a girl,
right?
and we're coming back.
Well, I'm not.
We're
but-
back at the house, and we're touching. But like, come on. You've had nights before the wife. Let's talk about this. You bring a girl home with the intention. If the mood is going and you can't get it up, it's game over. This is done.
Right.
Good luck with the next round. You're
Right,
not getting
right.
a call back.
Yeah.
This is you fucked up your audition. You're not getting the part, and you're not going to be able to give her your part. You're done. No callbacks. No callbacks for you.
We're totally not calling back to this conversation, though, just so we're clear.
This is your fault. This was your fault.
I just wanted
back
to
in-
add to the question. That's it. Anyways, people, don't forget to wash your
Ladles
hands.
and jelly spoons.
Wash-
Do you agree with me?
No one agrees with you. Just don't forget to wash your hands. And my quote for the day comes from...
Oh, man, don't say that after talking about dicks.
Definitely don't forget to wash your hands.
But yes, absolutely. After you touch the dick, wash your hands.
Also, ask him before you touch his D, did he wash his hands before he peed? There we go. Alien 3 quote from Dylan. You're all gonna die. Only question is how you check out.
Yeah, I had horrible flashbacks. Thank you for that. I'm sorry, everyone.
Sorry, not sorry.
Later, nerds.
You just finished another great episode of Operation Babble. You can catch every episode of Operation Babble on all your audio streaming services, including SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Radio Public, and more. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Operation Babble. And join the conversation today by searching for the Operation Babble group on Facebook. Links also in the description. Don't forget to find Myke on all social platforms, including YouTube, by searching Myke Shrews, MYKESHREWS. You can find John on Instagram and YouTube via Bald Man Bad. Thanks and have a great day. The first one? Ooh,
Yeah.
I see people in your mirrors.
What else has he done?
That was so fucking freaky, bro. I was looking up at your camera, and I thought I was looking at my camera, and I saw someone behind you, and I thought it was behind me for a second.
God, don't do that. Why you
I
trying
was
to
like,
scare me?
what the fuck? And then I remembered,
that.
oh yeah, I have a green screen behind me.
Why are you trying to scare me? But no, he makes good shit. It's just, man, it's just.
Look here. So in the background of John's place,
Yeah. Oh, go. Okay.
his girl is like trying to be
Oh, the
stupid
big mirror.
quiet.
Hey, you finally got scared by the big mirror. I told you it's a real thing, you fuck. I told you. Ah, see, it only took like 5 or 6 fucking. No, like let the audience know you're real.
I heard it.
Are you still recording?
Yeah, we're fucking recording the shit out this. Hi, welcome a new guest.
Hi, sorry, I was trying to sneak food and be quiet. I didn't mean to startle you.
She has fucking what the fuck are these? Okay, so garlic pretzels, which I made because I'm awesome.
For those, I just didn't want to touch that to make the bag noise, so I was gonna.
Oh yeah,
go
and
in
then
the room.
she wanted the
Uh-huh.
potato chips.
No, I wanted.
Oh, okay. But then I have the fuck is this? Delicious snack. Okay,
It looks something
that's not what it's
sugary. It
called.
looks like very sugary shit.
Everybody's favorite Queen Bee Fizzling Whiz Bees,
The fuck?
made with chocolatey fizzy fruits. Apparently, this is a Harry Potter thing. You got this from Universal Studios, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a disappointment.
They taste like shit.
It was a disappointment.
Like they're awful. It's
Well, there goes our
Um,
sponsor with Universal Studios. Your candy
yeah.
tastes like shit.
Operation Babble. Thank you for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Get your box of shit. So they're like little butterfly looking things, like
Yeah.
bugs, chocolate, and when you bite into them, they have like it's like pop rocks like built into them.
Uh-huh.
I didn't
Oh
say
yeah,
built
yeah,
into
yeah.
them. But so like they fizz and crackle in your mouth. But they put like a I don't know, like a grapefruit extract or some kind of citrusy
Ew.
fruit in it, and you know what it tastes like? It tastes like a shittier version of the already shitty candy that she already buys because she's a shitty person. I love you. Those fucking chocolate oranges.
Uh-huh.
You get those fucking bullshit things for Christmas. Her family gives them out to like everybody. It's like a stocking stuff, and you take them out and they're in the foil and you hit them on the ground so they split and they're just like chocolate oranges.
Yeah.
They taste like fucking anus. It's like dipping an orange peel into chocolate and then telling me to just try and eat it without puking. It tastes like puke. It's awful. People who like that, you're disgusting human beings. Eat better. Be better. Be better people. Sorry.
Today on the Martha Stewart Show, eat better, people.
Why is it got to be Martha Stewart? She went to prison. And to be fair, the stuff she smokes with Snoop Dogg, I guarantee you she knows how to eat. Fly. Fucking shout out to Martha Stewart.
Well, I don't remember the other chick's name right now off the top of my head.
It's Rachel Ray. You
Rachel
bitch.
Ray. There we go. At least you knew who the fuck I was thinking about. Why the
Like,
fuck do I keep popping? I'm not popping.
Because you
I'm
suck
spiking.
at audio.
No.
You're spiking.
Am I spiking to you? Can you hear a thing?
Well, you're not using your pop filter. 2,
No, it has nothing to do with the pop filter. It's
don't tell
inside
me
the
that. Don't
fucking
mansplain
mic.
microphones to me. Who's the one who
Listen
has
here.
the good audio every week? It's this guy.
Who's the
It's
one?
this
I
one.
fucked up my settings. Okay.
I feel like
Ooh.
you're gonna fuck up my audio this week just to be an asshole.
Oh,
I'm always
I
waiting for
see
the
why.
cast where like your audio sucks dick and you're just like, I'm gonna put a filter
I
on.
have my 80. I have a 80 hertz fucked up onto my mixer. I apparently have never turned it off. Thank you very much.
You nailed it. You used
Um,
to be an audio engineer, by the way.
Dude, I fucking did the audio for our live streaming services all week.
Don't give a shit about that. This is something you've done 80 times at this point. Well, okay, like 70 times at this point. I don't want to hear it.
Well, this is like 65, I think.
I have a little handy Zoom and a little H4n recorder plugged into a microphone on a stand right in front of me. That's what I do.
Listen here.
You're Mr. Sir Mix-a-Lot with his mixing board
Listen
and his
here.
fucking cool ass.
I'm the one
green
recording
screen.
everything and has to edit it all.
Recording, one, we're not even doing video, and two, you're doing it off of Zoom.
No, I'm recording your audio into here right now.
Well,
Because you
yeah,
had
but we
Tivis
don't
on.
use it unless I accidentally fuck up my
What the
side.
fuck are we doing? Everyone's listening to everything we're saying.
It's fine.
Fuck off.
They're getting a peek behind the curtain here.
Because I'm totally not editing it. There we go. How's the audio sound now? Does it sound better?
I don't know. It's still your voice. I hate it.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, that sounds a lot better. Now
It sounds
doesn't.
way better. It sounds way better. You fucking idiot. What the fuck are you fucking faffing about? Oh.